Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Zentuda.
Yo, man, what's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV, man. Listen, I got a whole lot of shit I need to get off my chest. You understand right now? We're going to be discussing Lonzo Ball. I really don't have a whole lot of time. I'm highly pissed. Don't think I didn't hear this news 24 hours ago. I heard everything. Like I said, I'm highly disgusted. But like I said, at some point, I'm kind of optimistic. It's like hoping and wishing almost, you know. But the way Lonzo was seeming, you know, it seems like he's rolling the dice. Hopefully, he doesn't need a second surgery. We're going to get into everything because I was truly horrified at the news and the shit that I was listening to. You know, I like I said, I hate to bring the, you know, the intensity this early, but it's very urgent. And like I said, I'm truly disgusted at what's going on. I feel like I've been misled by the Bulls. You know, I don't know what the hell is going on with the medical staff. I don't know I don't know, you know, because it doesn't seem right. Something seems off here, you know, especially when you go with the timeline that was outlined, you know, like it's truly disgusting. We're going to get into everything. Before we do that, I need everybody to hit that like button. Salute to the chat. We got a star-studded panel. We got a star-studded chat. I see SMG in the building. Shout out to the whole DMV area. We in the building. He already talking about Zach LaVine could be on his way out. It's getting horrifying. I'm telling you. It's truly, it's getting there. It's going there, y'all. I'm just saying, I don't know what this dude Zach LaVine talking about. He going in open-minded.
Oh man!
I mean, what are the Bulls doing?
What's going on, y'all? Y'all talk to me, man. Salute to KNT Radio, man. How you feeling,
Salute
dog?
to KNT and Marvin.
What up, Marvin?
Shout out, Zell. I didn't give no introductions. My bad. Like I said, this is almost like a 911. You know, what's going on with this news that I've heard? You know,
I feel like it just perfect timing for it to happen because they wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? They needed a year to lock in the chemistry the same way with the Nets. You know what I'm saying? They only played 19 games together. So with that being said, they need a year to Zoe come back with the second surgery healthy. They realized that the ISO ball ain't working no more, so now they can come in. You know what I mean? We're about to find out Billy Donovan was a bridge coach. What I mean by that is a person that holds the team over while they're not really doing too much. But when they're in playoff contention and they want to win the championship, they start to go get one of the big name coaches. You know what I mean? But hopefully Billy Donovan can make it through and give Lonzo the ball because his value definitely went up because they have no defense on the perimeter without Lonzo. It's just like what he brings to the floor with now, he's gonna be able to get the full keys, and we're going to see a lot of these people unlock.
Right, man. I hope so, man. I'm gonna play some of the audio from the press conference. Before I do, Zen, what's the deal? Let's keep going with the introductions. How you feeling, dog?
Ain't nothing. I'm doing good. It's Friday night. I'm headed to the Bay tomorrow to see my baby girl. So happy. It's her 15th birthday.
Your girl, what's she doing? Cheerleading AAU?
No, my daughter's 15th birthday weekend, so I'm going down there to spend time with her.
Happy birthday for me.
With her. Thank you. Happy birthday, Natalia.
In fact, I'm turning up with my son tomorrow. He got a tournament tomorrow, 390 teams.
I gotta
that's what's up.
That's nice. I gotta go to work.
So
you got to take care of the bills.
The motherfuckers, you know what's so crazy? I'm the only. We like the only set of people that's gonna be working. It's not the whole building. It's just like specifically my
specifically. Everybody got off except for this department, and then they name your department.
Everybody except you. I know how that is.
I know that hurt. Like you was like, yo, just so y'all know, everybody can go home except for this department, and then like, well, and let me call out the department. You be like, damn, please don't let it be mine. They name your department.
Why?
You'll be fine. The amount of anticipation build up just to go right back to work.
Nah, it is what it is. No, it's fucked up.
But there's some extra coins.
Why?
Let's talk about Lonzo's injury. He's got a torn meniscus that should be healed, right?
Right.
But he's got a bone bruise that when he keeps putting weight on it or ramps up, the bone bruise gets sore. Is that correct?
Yep.
Right.
Okay, this is giving me shades of Brandon Roy.
Well, hold on. I don't know so much Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was a situation. Didn't he get his knee, what the whole goddamn meniscus removed?
Let me see. He had a degenerative knee condition.
Yeah, it was something else with Roy.
Basically, he wound up with no cartilage between his knees.
Roy was on some Greg Oden shit. I don't think it was that severe. I don't think it's not yet. I think we're too premature.
Yeah, I hope it's nothing like that. But man, it's concerning because we've seen.
It's definitely concerning. I'm not here to play with that. Hey, yeah.
Robert Williams came back in 3 weeks from a meniscus. 3 weeks, and he's playing.
But the bone bruise too, though, you got to add both of them together. But everybody's not the same, though. Everybody's reality reacts to differently.
So, I mean, the bone bruise itself, is that which bone are we talking about? Do we know in particular?
Hold on. I want to be factual. I don't want to just speak. Go ahead, though. I'm gonna look it up.
And how long does it take a bone bruise to actually heal?
I don't think it's no timetable.
You know, he probably just needs an off season.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
You know, with all them trying to ramp him back up.
There was no reason for them to come back to play the Nets, and they're not playing. I mean, the Bucks, and they're not playing. No defense. They don't got a big man to stop Giannis, so there's no point for him to come back. They would have probably won another game, but it's like they come back, and let them value you when you come back and get the keys. Then you come back, and then y'all lose together, and then you lose that mysterious. What if we gave you the keys? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think he just needs an off season without them trying to ramp him up to play. That's probably going to do the trick for him. But, inflammation, a lot of athletes are on the vegan to prevent inflammation.
I'm going to play some of the audio right now.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
No, I'm kind of at a standstill right now. So I'm supposed to be meeting with another specialist next week to kind of figure some things out. Kind of let it calm down for the last 2 weeks. I was going at it pretty hard, trying to get back as fast as possible. But like I said, at a standstill, still have pain. So got to get that figured out this summer for sure.
Is your sense that it was the bone bruise that has been doing that as opposed to the meniscus contributing to that?
I'm not a doctor. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's a little bit of both, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I got to figure out whatever I got to do, to get my knee right.
To be clear, the bone bruise is in the knee as well, correct?
Yeah, the bone bruise is also there.
And when you say you're going to visit a specialist, do you know if you might need to have another procedure?
I'm not sure. Hopefully not. I wouldn't want to have another one, but if that's what it takes, then I pretty much have no choice at this point.
I feel that. I respect that answer.
Well, no, I'm very horrified.
No, I'm not horrified because it's not nothing too crazy. Like bone bruise and meniscus, he can come back from that. He'd be all right. But the thing is, though, it's a becoming an every year thing.
Well, you know what? Some guys look at Joel Embiid. That's all. Just look at Joel Embiid. His first 4 or 5 years, how fucked up he was and sick he was because he didn't know he was lactose intolerant. And that was one thing I was going to say before you played the audio flight. A lot of these guys like Chris Paul are switching to vegan diets because of inflammation. For injuries like this, they heal better, they heal faster. So maybe this is something Zoe needs to think about, as far as getting his diet right to make sure that he can cut down on the severity of these injuries when they do happen. But a lot of guys go through this early in their career and they figure out how to play ball and not get hurt.
Can I say something, guys?
Oh my God.
Flight, I just want to mention to you, this is a business, and they saying the right things. And in Lonzo's case, he'll be all right. I mean, he's already under contract, and I'm just trying to console you, Flight. He's gonna be all right. Now, as far as Zach LaVine, it's a business, man. He's supposed to explore free agency.
Yep.
He's probably gonna come back to the Bulls. But
Yeah,
why not?
that's it. Yeah,
You know,
they're
you're
gonna offer the
supposed
bag.
you're supposed to get out there. You know, I mean, you know, the Bulls can offer him the most money. But I just want to throw those two things out also, and I'm gonna step back and let you guys talk. Did you guys hear the news that Joel Embiid got a ruptured orbital?
Yeah, what the hell happened with
Golly,
that?
who hit him in the eye?
He's out
He
indefinitely.
got elbowed in the eye with 3 minutes to go in the game by Patrick Siakam while they were up 26.
So much for Philly.
Damn.
His status, guys, is ruptured orbital, return unknown.
That sounds crazy.
You can play with an orbital fracture.
That's dangerous, Zen.
Yeah, it's
cannot-
painful
you
and
cannot-
dangerous, but
What happens is that's an eye socket fracture.
yeah.
And if anybody hits it again, his vision can be damaged.
It's gonna hurt
don't
like
play-
a motherfucker more than anything.
Oh,
he
man,
he wear
it's
goggles
something.
and protect himself, but it would hurt like crazy.
Not trying to get off the subject. I just thought I would bring that up because
Nah.
I didn't know that. That was good. I didn't know that. That's crazy. That changes everything.
Yeah, that
But
is
yeah.
the subject. I'm looking at it now.
I mean, you
Marvin.
know, I'm worried about my boys too, but I hate that for Joel, man.
Me too.
Yeah, he was
bro.
doing it. This was his highlight year. He could have had an MVP case this year.
And didn't I just
This
finish
team
saying how he
wasn't-
stayed healthy?
This team
And
wasn't supposed to-
another thing I want, he confirmed on this. He said that this was the second time, it was the same knee, and this is the second time that he tore it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, I told you that yesterday, y'all. Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same tear. This is the second time I tore it. So, like I said, obviously something has to be addressed, this summer. A lot more leg workouts, opposed to probably upper body. But like I said, I'm working with the doctors, working with strength coaches, and do what I got to do to get healthy.
He need to get his bottom stronger. Why don't none of these gym dudes be doing legs? They be looking like strong crackheads. Yo, they're like, you heard
He'll
him.
be all right,
Instead of upper body, you gotta get some of them leg workouts too.
Those
man.
knee extensions. That basketball players should be doing knee extensions every single day.
Yo,
Every
Now,
single.
I kind of agree with Zen. He might have to change his diet. Like, I'm not sure if that's it. It's not definite. That's it. But a lot of things can change that. I mean, he don't want to keep having that injuries like this, man. But one good thing it is the off season. He got plenty of time, man. Hopefully he get back, and be healthy for us.
Look how fast CP3 recovered from that shoulder injury last year in the playoffs, early in the playoffs. Normally that would have took him out. But since he's been on the vegan diet, his play's gone up. He doesn't miss as many games. It's working. I'm trying my best to get off this meat.
Now that bone bruise thing, that could be caused by red meat. I don't know if he's eating red meat, but it causes the bones to not be as strong. I'm not sure. He might this could be a diet thing, guys. But I think he'd be all right, guys. It ain't the beginning of the season again. It is the off season, so hopefully he can get back.
Yeah. That knee is tricky, and for a basketball player, of course, it's critical. But it's not 1995, and the medical science is a whole lot better. A whole lot better when it comes to
I don't
that.
know if you can tell that to the Bulls staff. Y'all know if you can tell it to the Bulls staff. Don't seem like they doing nothing.
Bro, you tore your MCL back in the day. Your career was over. Not your season. Your career was over. Flat out. Or you definitely was going for the season.
Man, this
That was like a
shit,
death
man,
sentence back in the day.
man, this shit don't make no sense. Like I said, Lonzo Ball, it's almost like I said, it's like he's rolling the dice. Hopefully, things will roll out well, or it could possibly be a second surgery. Once I'm hearing second surgery, I'm just saying, man. At some point, man, you just gotta. This shit is crazy. This is definitely unfortunate. And I stated before he confirmed, it was confirmation. This is the second time, the second tear in the same knee. And the shit is at a standstill. That's crazy. Especially from ramping it up twice. That they said, shit is wild. Shit really don't make no sense, man.
It's not that frequent of an injury.
But optimistically, this guy is saying that he could be. He's getting ready to start training camp. That's the plan. So maybe all my tripping out, all my going crazy is all for nothing. Maybe it's not nothing severe where he needs a second surgery. Maybe everything is going well. He just needs some time and he just need to chill. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe the second surgery will get him straight for good. You never.
But
know.
the problem is the issue is, I'm with all that. All I care about, if he needs a second surgery, I don't give a damn what the hell he needs. I just want him 100% healthy to start training camp.
I want to see him get into at least 60 games.
So whatever's needed, just let's get it done.
I want to see him at least do 60 games this year.
At least, well, he said he want to play the full 82.
That's
the plan.
In 2022, I don't see people playing 82 games.
Yeah, I mean nobody's playing 82.
Yeah, I don't really see too many people in 80. The only person I can see playing 82 is Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook could be there all 82 games. That's one thing.
Yeah, and energetic.
He give you 48 minutes for 82 games straight.
And a -5 every game.
Whether he in the plus minus and he's in the plus or the minus, he giving you 48 minutes of straight energy.
I don't know if you're watching the game right now, but Chiney got that junk.
Who?
Chiney Ogwumike got that junk. She with Jalen Rose right now on TV. It's 52-49.5 Timberwolves over the Grizzlies.
The Timberwolves and the Grizzlies. I'm going to pull that right up.
They're talking about Joel right now.
Ja give you them old feel. Remember the feel when when you had certain players, whatever they played, you knew somebody was got embodied. That Ja give you that feel.
Sky in the building. What up, Sky?
Sky, how you feel?
Isaiah Curry in the building. Marsan, William Godfrey, Slat. Shout out to the chat. Josh Jackson as always. Basil. What up, my dude? T. Carthen. LL. See y'all.
Yeah, shout out to the chat, man. There's definitely some horrible news that we got, yesterday. It was actually crazy because that's like maybe the first time we actually heard from Lonzo Ball. But I tell you what is Sky in here?
You're in the chat.
What the hell? Sky
said, man, that dude don't want to play. Come on, Sky. I can't do a Sky imitation. That's on
Sky right there. He said, man, that dude don't want to play. Nah, he good. It says, nah, he definitely, nah, listen, man, Lonzo Ball, man, to be honest with you, if this guy's ready to go to start training camp and he's healthy, he will be a key contributor for the Chicago Bulls. Like Marvin was saying, we're going to keep the focus on Lonzo Ball, but the Zach LaVine situation is sounding problematic. It's almost seeming like all hell is breaking loose in Chicago. It's crazy because they look so promising, but the way they went out, what the hell is Zach LaVine talk about? He all his options is open. I mean, this shit is crazy.
LeBron needs a new scapegoat. Why not? AD gonna wind up in Chicago. That's my feeling. AD for LaVine is about to happen.
AD for LaVine?
Mm-hmm.
No, sir.
I got a feeling.
Nah, they don't got nothing we want.
I know LeBron want to get rid of AD. I know damn well he wants to get rid of AD. For a fact. Of course he wants to get rid of Russell, but ain't nobody going to take that. They might take AD. And Chicago would be the place because he's home. But do you want two injury-prone players on the court at the same time. That could be a
Man,
problem.
Zach ain't going nowhere, fam. Every
What make you sound so confident?
cuz, bro. I mean, they took care of him, man. I mean, they got to take care of him because they the ones that can pay him the most, and you know what I'm saying. And they made all these moves they made because of Zach. You know what I'm saying? And people keep talking about because he's talking about this free agency, man. Everybody that wasn't a free agent wanted to experience that at least once. I think I forget who that was said the same thing. They went and experienced that free agency and signed back what they team, bro. I'm not
The
worried.
whole squad.
I'm not worried at all, fam. You know,
Shit, he might want to go to Minnesota.
shit, they got
Psych,
Anthony Edwards over,
yeah, I was gonna
over there,
say
you know?
he ain't got a spot there right now. That spot is taken.
Unless they do a sign and trade someplace else, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever they do a sign and trade with, they not gonna be no contender. So it's like you moving backwards. You said you want to be in the playoffs, then you gonna go to a team that's not in the playoffs. That don't make no sense, you know?
They're going Ant right now. It's 7 for 11 in the first half for 20 points, 64% from the field. He's a killer. Give him a couple years, he's gonna be a certified killer.
Man, I thought y'all say Zach wasn't going nowhere, man.
There
Y'all
he
been
is.
wrong.
Bro, you
Yeah.
didn't hear what I said, Scott? Zach not
Man.
going nowhere, bro.
Man, y'all been wrong. I thought Zion was leaving.
I didn't
Y'all
say
was-
Zion. Well, you ain't
Man,
my
y'all was-
bad. You know what?
well,
If it
not-
don't apply, let it fly. So I ain't gonna.
Yeah, that's
comment
why
on
I'm
that.
about to tell you. Not you. They know who I'm talking to. But they say Zion was leaving. Now Zion ain't going nowhere. Y'all, they say Zach wasn't leaving. It looked like Zach going somewhere. Y'all been
Yeah,
wrong.
Scott, what's going on with Zoe?
What you mean with Zoe? Zoe
Man,
don't
he
want.
don't want to play.
What's your
He
thoughts
don't
on
wanna play.
Lonzo Ball, Scott?
Man,
Did
that boy
we ever
don't-
get your thoughts?
Man, that boy don't want to play. That boy officially a bust.
Nah, I said that's false accusations. I gotta
No,
stop
that's
you
not,
like that.
man. No, that's not, man. He quit on them people, man.
No, he didn't quit. Come on, you can't predict an injury, man.
Man, nah, man. Y'all say injury, man. He quit on them people. He don't-
No, he didn't quit. Come on, man. That's harsh, man. To say
Man,
quit.
he don't even
Well,
look
that's
like
some Zion shit. He quit.
Man, he don't look like he even want to play.
No, he do want to play, man.
See,
He fucking hurt.
see the difference with Zion. I believe Zion wanted to come back when he saw the.
But Zion is healthy. He could play. I think Zion
Man.
could play. Listen, I think Zion was ready to play. It's just
He
probably
was,
wasn't in
He
the
said he
game
could
shape.
play.
They
He
just
said
held him.
it, man. But why would you let him play and he ain't fight with them dudes all season?
Did y'all see the interview that he had today?
That's all.
Just
that-
today they interviewed him?
That
Did y'all see
bring
that?
You talking about Zion, right?
Yeah.
No,
Sorry,
I ain't
Scott.
see that.
Sorry,
bring-
Scott.
that bring bad chemistry, man. You don't do that, man. How you think the other players are gonna fight? We fought all the way here. He played hurt, and then
Yeah, but
now
it-
you gonna start him.
J.A. in the
man,
house.
They did. I think they handled it right. They handled the situation right. We win with what we got, and we gonna lose with what we got.
They showed an interview with Zion earlier today. They asked him, how he felt about team. Would you sign the extension if they offered it to you this summer? He said, "Of course, right now, of course." Like real enthusiastic. So I'm telling you, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I told them people, man. Damn Knicks fans, bro.
They worse
They
than
stay
Lakers
getting-
fans with that.
I told you, man. They stay
Yeah.
getting they feel it's hurt. Don't
Justin
talk
said
about
she
it.
seen it.
Don't talk about if he told them make that trade and if they get Cam Reddish. Now they sitting on Cam
Nah,
Reddish.
even if they did get, like I said, they could have got the whole starting lineup from that Duke team, bro. If they not offering whoever the Pelicans want, they not making that trade. You think Pelicans gonna be dumb enough to let them? The ball is not in the Knicks' hands; it's in the Pelicans' hands, fam. They can match and keep him there. It's like, come on, bro. If you really want Zion, anybody's on the table, fam. Take whoever the fuck you want.
I already know that. You ain't telling me now. I try to tell them dumb as that.
Yeah.
Make sure
Like
y'all hit the like button.
Like I told them dumb as Lonzo wasn't coming back. They steady saying he was coming back. Man, that dude don't want to play,
Well,
man.
but you know what though? I will say this. I thought he would have came back for the simple fact of the injuries, meniscus, and how early he tore his meniscus. And when what was dude name Williams from the Boston? I'm like, well, damn, if he back then, shit, we should get an announcement anytime.
That's what
But
I'm trying to tell you. He
that
don't
lets you.
want to play, man.
I don't know,
That
bro.
dude
It
don't want to
sounds
play,
like that
man.
knee might be worse than what they saying, bro.
So what you trying to say? Injury prone?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, if you want
so,
me to be honest with you.
so you trying to say David Griffin was right about the 85? Y'all always bashing David Griffin.
Well,
So he was
yeah,
right.
yes, and no. Uh, I say this: when your star players want a certain wanted to keep though, you want to keep them happy and keep them, you know what I'm saying,
Nah,
with
that
your
just sound
organization,
good. That
huh?
just sound good.
Hey everyone.
You gotta do what's best for the organization. If
I
you know
know
Hey,
they
that,
ain't
Jessica.
but I'm
healthy,
just saying, if your star player,
Hey, Jessica.
your one is gonna
Yeah.
put butts in the seats, you know what I'm saying, he gonna bring them people there. If he's saying, yo, keep them, you know what I'm saying, you keep them, you know what I'm
so
saying.
But that's just like having a kid that tells you they want something. Sometimes you gotta tell their ass that ain't what's good for you. That ain't what's right. That ain't what's gonna work. I know you want them, but guess what? That's just not gonna work for the future. Just chill.
I
Nah,
see they
I think he'll work for the future, man,
man, it
because
look like
he
look like
care
they
about
changed.
getting his team involved, man. And you always want a point guard that's like that, man. You
Yeah, but
know,
he gotta be healthy. I told y'all
I
last
mean,
time
yeah, he got to be healthy,
you
but
can't
shit,
you can't have three. You had Bi hurt. You had Zoe hurt. Zion hurt. You can't have too many. You can't invest
man, look,
in too many
I
players
would.
that are injury prone.
I
Man,
would.
you
You do that, and
invest in
you do that and figure it out. You know,
man, you investing off the
Why?
name.
Listen, no, we're
because
not
he's a
investing on
pass
that.
first
Lonzo
point guard.
Ball played
He's
very
a
well.
because he's an
Lonzo
excellent
Ball played good this
defender.
season.
All right, check this
He's
It
an
out.
was an up and
excellent.
down year,
He's an
but
excellent defender, and
Hold on, check
I'm
this
not
out.
pass.
saying that he's
Hold
not a
on,
good
Jessica.
player.
Jessica, I got a question for
Y'all,
him. This is gonna prove
For
my
who?
point
For
right
me or
here,
for
right?
Flight?
Look, unstoppable. We give
What's
him
up?
the 85, right? He
Huh?
played for us this year. You think we make the play in the playoffs?
Do I think y'all make it? Yeah, I think y'all still make it.
So you think we still make it with him? He just played 23 games.
Nah, he
no,
We
I
played
still
said,
35
hold
games.
on, hold on.
He
I don't
played
mean to cut you off.
35.
Oh, God, I need to answer a question in the chat. I see the chat going crazy. I said he played well during the time. It was an up and down time. I'm just evaluating him in the time that he played. I'm not talking about the whole full 82. He didn't play a full 82. I'm just talking
I,
about the games that he played. It was up and down, but he definitely had some good strides. Like I said, he was definitely, looking like he was peaking prior to the injury.
I want to say.
Am I wrong?
I want to
Unstoppable.
say.
You're a Bulls fan.
Yeah, I want to add on this too. Flight and I answer Scott's question. I'm not saying y'all gonna beat him, but if he was, this is say he was healthy, or when he was still on that Pelican squad.
No,
I,
no, 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 no. You saying if he was healthy? I'm
oh,
saying
okay.
go off this year and put him
Yeah, I
on
think
our
so.
team.
I
And he
think.
got hurt with 30, and he played 35 games. That's what somebody said. And you think we make it?
Oh well,
If
well,
Lonzo Ball was
yeah,
healthy,
no,
he would have been better than your
no.
guards.
I'm gonna say, nah, y'all don't make
Nah,
it.
that's not true. They
Y'all
showed
don't
that
make it.
this year.
No,
Y'all
listen,
don't
no,
make it.
listen. Those guys were healthy. You understand? Let's see another thing.
Oh, now you
Oh,
saying
and I'm being
No,
all
I
the way
said
real. Hold on,
Scott
wait a
said
second.
y'all
Hold
don't
on,
make
hold
it.
on,
Y'all don't
hold
make
on.
it.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna be
say
real.
I
something.
know we don't make it. You just
No,
gotta be
I'm gonna
real.
say something, Scott. I don't mean to burst your bubble. Pause. You too, Jessica.
oh,
Let's be real with y'all. I'm gonna be all the way real with y'all. Nobody had no. Who the hell had a scouting report on Herb Jones? Who the hell had a scouting report on
the people
Alvarado?
that got
The
a
people
job,
who
them
picked
folks
No,
him,
that
none of
yeah,
get
the
them.
people
No,
who
what
no,
picked
they
him.
no.
name.
There was no.
That's what they
Nobody knew
do.
who the
That's
hell
what they
these
get
dudes
paid to
were. There was
do.
no game plans for these dudes. Chris
Oh,
Paul didn't know who the hell Alvarado was. He didn't know. You think he was
But
studying his
we
game?
did because we
These dudes
watched
was
their games
yeah,
with
no,
them.
y'all were catching people by surprise, and not
But
y'all. Those two in particular.
Flight, there are
Yes.
people who have job positions that go out and they scout. I wasn't scouting nobody for the team because that's not my job. I just sit back and watch for entertainment. But they have people on every organization who goes out there and they look for players. I'm pretty sure that they knew that Herb and Jose was whatever defensive players back in college, whatever, so forth, and they looked into it. Yes, Chris Paul did not know who Herb was, but I'm pretty sure Chris Paul, he probably wasn't sitting back watching. But I've been on his panel maybe months ago and told y'all listen out for that for Herb. Y'all listen out for Herb.
Shout out, Ed Get a Hero. I'm sorry, Jessica.
Now you
Well,
good.
Jessica, Let me
hold
interject.
on, Marvin. Just
And to be honest with you, I think that Zoe with Willie Green would have brought. I think that would have been good for Zoe. And I say that because Willie Green, I think, is good for anybody. And it would have been nice to see Zoe, with a coach like Willie, because I think that's what he needs too, just like the rest of them boys.
But he chose to pick the Bulls. He didn't want to believe.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Don't try to switch it. No,
The Pelicans was giving Lonzo the
I think that's what it is, though. They just didn't want to give him the amount of money.
Hold on, real quick, Jess. I want to ask Sky something, right? You listening, Sky?
Yeah.
Okay, right. How you gonna say that's hold on? How you gonna give the Pelicans credit for not paying him the $85 million and then say he wanted to leave?
And then all the shit Griffin was talking about on the podium.
See, you taking it wrong. What I'm saying is, I'm not mad that he left. What I'm saying is, he didn't want to take the 65 what he worked.
How you gonna tell her? Come on, bro, stop.
But see, them people probably knew about Zoe with his knee issues. You don't.
How is he not worth it if he getting paid it right now?
No, he's the number 2 pick, and he just getting $85 million for 4 years. He the number 2 pick. Man, I tell you a lot right there, man.
The fact that you
repeat that statement one more time.
That's $20 million a year. You're
I misheard what you said.
Hold up, guys. Let me say something.
He's the number 2 pick in the draft.
Hold on. Let me say
I can't help it.
$85 million.
He's the number 2. 80. Listen. It wasn't a max deal. You're talking about over $20+ million. You act like he got an Alvarado contract. You understand? The man is still making $20+ million a year.
To be honest with you, he should have got an Alvarado contract.
No, stop that.
Come on, bro.
Like I said, you're gonna find out next season how good Alvarado is. Because you're gonna find out. Herb Jones might be okay because he's actually a bigger guard. So I'm not gonna say he's gonna get stepped on, but he ain't gonna be catching people by surprise.
Man, Alvarado not even our starting guard.
I know, but I understand. But y'all gonna need a point guard. If I'm the Pelicans, I'm looking for a point guard in the draft, free agency, everything.
It looked like Alvarado did a good job to me.
No, I know. I'm talking about next. Yeah, I'm telling you, nobody knew who the hell these people were. I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Like, let me say something. Hold on, Sky. First of all, we're getting information from Sky, the same guy who came on here and told me that they shut down Chris Paul. And the next game, Chris Paul went 14 out of 14.
Yeah.
Second of all, Sky gonna always hate on Lonzo. He don't faze me with that. He came right on the panel talking about. Let me finish, Sky. Then you can go on because I ain't gonna say much.
Go look on.
He came right on the panel talking crazy about Lonzo again.
Go look at
he can talk all he want to. Listen, guys, he can talk all he want to.
True.
All we want him to do is get help. Right. He'll prove what he can do himself. Sky ain't gonna make him do right or wrong. Sky gonna talk bad about it. But like I said, first of all, he said, and I ain't on you, Jessica. I'm not on you. Make sure you understand this. Sky came on here and told me, Bob, what about Chris Paul? What about Chris Paul? The next game, Chris Paul go 14 out of 14. Now, Sky, what about Chris Paul?
You talking about what about Chris Paul? Ain't nothing about Chris Paul. They won.
You told me you was gonna shut him down again.
Oh man, how I'm gonna shut up?
You came on here the day you won that game, and you said, "Oh, Marvin, I thought we couldn't shut Chris Paul down."
We did.
The very next game, he go 14 for 14, and you don't say a damn thing.
Check this out, Marvin. Yeah. Marvin, this is what I need you to do, Marvin.
No, I don't need to do nothing you say because you don't know much.
You like to read. You're an encyclopedia man. So
no, I'm a facts man. Look, I'm a fact. If anybody listen to you, they a damn fool. Just like you said, they was gonna shut Chris Paul down, and this man go 14 for 14. That's the dumbest fucking take I ever heard in my life. The dumbest take I ever heard in my life. And the man come forth, go 14 for 14 the next game. Why you at the game? He shit on you because you was at the game. How about that?
Okay, Scott. We're gonna definitely deal with y'all tonight, y'all Pelicans fans. We got the legendary AB in the house. What's good, AB?
What's good? What's good?
What's good? I can't call it. You see, you hear what's going on over here, man. Go ahead.
I hear it, man, and I want to say this. My man was saying earlier, do you think that if Lonzo was on this team, we would have made the playoff, but made to the play-in and all? Folks talking about the Pelicans as if they won a ton of games. They won 36 games. When Lonzo was on the squad, They won what 31 games. They won 5 more games. So it's not crazy to think
9 more games.
Hold on, Sky.
9 more games.
9 more games.
Yeah, the beast.
They won 9 more games, and they still was 10 games under 500. You know what I'm saying? In the Western Conference, that was really, really bad. You feel me? So it's not like they had a really, really good season and outplayed expectations and all of that.
That don't make no sense what you said.
I'm just saying that when you look at the Eastern Conference, and the Hornets were what I want to say 10 games over 500, and they was the 10th seed.
And they didn't even make the playoffs.
And they didn't even make the playoffs.
So what you said?
And I'm saying that, and they fired their coach, and they got rid of their coach. 10 games over 500, got rid of their coach because they weren't good enough. The Pelicans, 10 games under 500 in a weak Western Conference where people expected the Lakers to be better, some other teams to be better, and y'all talking about the Pelicans like they was like they was world beaters or they did something astronomical.
Getting that is just what you don't understand. We played one game than y'all, right? Right?
You played what?
One more game than y'all, right?
Then who, the Hornets?
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, you a Hornets fan?
That's what I'm asking. One more game than who?
What are you? You the Hornets fan?
Oh yeah, I'm more of a Hornets fan than anything else.
Man, y'all ain't made the playoffs. Man. Ain't about to all be.
That's what I'm saying.
Scott, let me ask you something, Scott. You think because you won 2 games in the playoffs, that's gonna make your team a whole lot better than other
That's
teams?
what I'm saying, yo. You talking about this Pelicans?
They lost in the first round, but I respect it because they won 30 games last year.
I'm about to tell him what you say, Mom.
You know what? It's not that.
No, let me get him.
It's not that Zoe. I'm just gonna say something real quick.
You don't need to go back, Scott.
Go ahead.
It's not that Zoe is a bad player. I'm not taking nothing from what Zoe do. My only thing is when I say what our chances been would we win is the fact that he would have been hurt. Now we wouldn't have known that because we don't predict the future. But if you're looking at it now, with him being on the bench the whole hurt, injured the whole time that he was for the Bulls, that would not have helped us. And we need every healthy player we can get, because we was not that great of a team. But just going back to y'all saying, just because we won this, that, does that make us a great team? Y'all not finna take nothing from this team and what they went through and what they did. They are headed to good places, and that's it.
And Jessica, I want to say this, Jessica. Nobody can take nothing from the Bulls either because they did a whole lot better too.
The boys don't stay over there, man. Why they don't? The dudes.
See, like I said, all Scott want to do is bring up negative stuff. I know the game. I know the game in its entirety. I don't look at one player. I don't indulge in one player. I look at the team. We was 11 games under last year. We was 10 games over this year. The season was a success. As far as what Scott talking about we won one playoff game. It don't matter. You go out in the first round. You go out in the first round. I don't give a damn if you win 3. You still go out.
But it's the way you go out. They didn't even go out.
Boy, it ain't the way you go out because next year is totally different, Scott. Do you know anything about basketball, Scott?
Well, next year.
I asked you earlier. Hold up, listen to this. I asked you earlier. Do you think the Pelicans gonna win more games than the Bulls next year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How much? Man, you gonna make a bet on it? Man, you gonna get together and make a bet on it? Yeah, we're gonna make a bet on it.
When you said they won 9 more games, you were counting the playoffs and the play-in tournament?
Yup.
Oh, okay. So in the regular season, it was 5 more games, but you count the extra games, then they get to. I mean,
you do.
Yeah.
Why you?
No, in the regular season, they lost. They was the exact same record, 10 games under. Period.
Well, it was 10 games
we
under.
played
Yeah,
more
it was
games.
36.
I mean, we not.
I'm just saying. Last year y'all was 10 under. This year y'all was
10 under. Yeah, exactly.
We played some
10
playoff
under
and
both
playing
years.
games too.
And I believe what Embiid was trying to explain to y'all was this: to be 10 games under and calling them world beaters in a weak Western Conference and saying you make the playoffs. That's why you make the playoffs. If you're in a weak conference and you 10 games under, then most people gonna get in the playoffs, Sky. If you was in the East, you wouldn't even make the playoffs.
If you're in a stronger conference, you don't make the playoffs.
You can't
That's why the
say
Eastern
that
Conference
because
is going to win
if
the
we
finals.
was in the East, we probably would beat some of the teams y'all saying. So you can't say that. You could just say
Yes, I can say that, Scott, because your record is what it is.
Oh,
Now, I'm
man.
not saying you would have
Man,
you wouldn't have had a different
say what it
schedule.
is, man.
Scott,
So
listen,
if we had a different schedule, it could be different win or loss.
That's what I'm trying to get.
You're right.
So
True,
what
I
is
understand
really
that.
We
you
can't
can't
talk
say that.
about
You just can
what
play
if.
who in front of you.
We don't
If
talk
you
about
go
what
play
if.
that game, then we could say if Lonzo was on the Pelicans,
That's right.
Right.
All we could say if Lonzo,
not
was, and it's a fact. All we could say if Lonzo was playing, Lonzo would be hurt this year because he
we
got
don't know
hurt.
that.
That's
How?
kind of
He
like
got
Zion,
hurt.
huh?
He
Hey,
got hurt.
Zion didn't want to play either, right? Hold on.
Right, so
Hey, Scott. Zion didn't want to play this year either, right? Right, Scott?
I guess not. He ain't
Okay,
played.
well, that's a good answer.
So,
That's a good answer.
I guess
so
not.
look, I listened to the
So
interview that Zion said, and Zion said he wanted to play, but him and his team and the organization
Jessica,
decided for him
Jessica,
not to play for his longevity for the future because
Lonzo Ball
who
didn't
to
never say
say
he
how
didn't want
many
to play.
say
Jessica, this
what?
is what I believe. I'm gonna be
I
honest
didn't
with you.
say Zoe said that. I ain't
I,
even watch. I don't.
I thought this is what I think. I think he didn't want to play because he thought the team was gonna be sad. That's what I think.
At the
And when he saw what they
beginning,
was
probably
doing,
so.
I
And
believe that.
then
They
I
was
believe
at the
sad though. That's
beginning,
what I'm
but
saying.
he said it in his interview. He said that he was in a bad mind frame at the beginning of the season. He wasn't in the good mind frame. Then he even brought up how C.J. McCollum called him out and he texted him and apologized because he was just in the right mind or a good mind frame. And then after he seen that the things were getting better, he said, he got in a better mind frame. He glad he came back and joined his team. He liked the energy, the vibe. Everybody's together now. This is the best locker room that he's had since he's been on the Pelicans. He ready to sign an extension. He ready to come back and play.
Man,
And
let me
yeah,
tell you.
everybody knew that they were
yo,
going to
I ain't
have
gonna
to.
lie. I agree with you. They had some good chemistry. It's just all about how they're gonna do next season. But they will have Zion next season. Can he stay healthy?
And then
So
we get we get
y'all
a
got
pick.
potential.
Man, this what
We
y'all
got
don't
Lakers
understand.
pick.
Y'all steady saying could he
I'm ready
stay?
for the draft in a
Y'all
couple
steady
of
saying
weeks.
could he
Girl,
stay healthy?
hold
Y'all
on.
steady saying could he stay healthy? We showing y'all we can win without him.
All
All we
right, so
need is
hold
one of them.
on. Okay.
If he get hurt, we could hold out a game or 2 weeks or 2 months without him. We showing y'all that. All we
Right.
need, we can't take him and Bi being hurt, but you still got to look into the fact that we got CJ. CJ wasn't there in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, AB the hero. I got a question for you.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on the Pelicans, man? What do you think they're gonna do next season with Zion? With the NBA kind of a little bit of because maybe they didn't know Alvarado, they didn't know these guys. People gonna know who these people are now. Scouting reports will be more visible. What do you see the Pelicans doing next season in the Wild Wild West?
I think that the Pelicans are. I think that they should be better, right? What I'm seeing from them is, and I think that what Zion realized is not that the Pelicans were better than he expected, but that the Western Conference was worse than he expected. So he was like, wait a minute, we got a shot. So, but I think you add him to that
These niggas
mix,
crazy, man.
then all of a sudden they have a shot. But you also got to think you got Kawhi hopefully coming back next year. That's a tough game. That's a team who was in the play-in tournament without him. They get a lot better. The Spurs been getting better year in and year out. This Timberwolves team is showing they got some heart. So the Lakers got eliminated, didn't make it. Hopefully that they probably gonna bounce back. So it's gonna be harder for them to sneak in like they did this year with 10 games under 500. So if Zion jump back on the squad, I think with CJ McCollum, his resurgence, and Zion and BI, now they might be on to something here. But it's all about that chemistry.
Well, they
Right.
definitely got chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you with that. And what about David Griffin? Because it seemed like I think he's safe. There's no way you fire him. But it's crazy how he turned through his fortune, isn't it? It's like I mean, that's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying though. The funny thing is, you look at coaches around the league who lost their jobs. We think about Borrego.
Oh yeah.
Who went 10, who increased by 10 wins every season. And you look at this team who went up 5 wins. They made it to the play-in tournament, made it into the playoffs, and that saved everybody's job. So it's not that it's kind of a circumstantial win, you know what I mean? So next year, when everybody is ready to go, it might look different for them, you know what I'm saying? So it's a call. Really, folks over there in New Orleans got hella lucky because they made some bad decisions, getting rid of my dog Zoe. They shouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
they probably would have went up. They probably would have had at least a 500 season if you add him. You think about a defense with Zoe out there playing and the boy Alvarado locking stuff down.
Yes,
that's tough.
All right, this is the question I got for you, AB. What's the goal to play in the season? What you playing the season for?
You play to win the championship.
I understand that, but what you got to do before you get to the championship?
You got to win games.
And when to win games to get to what? To win the championship.
Now in today's NBA, you got to just make it to the play-in tournament,
around the
and
bush.
then you get into the
bush.
You get into the play-in tournament, then you get into the playoffs.
The play-in tournament, though. You still could lose that, though.
Yeah, you can't. That's what happened to the Hornets. They won a lot of games. They got into the play-in tournament, had a bad loss, and everybody should be going up out of there.
So, like you said with the East, right? The East grown, right? So you say Charlotte, right? Which meaning they didn't win enough games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, yeah, they didn't win enough games. They got better.
So only right that we won enough games to make the playoffs, right? In the West, right?
Shout out FYI.
100%. Y'all won enough games.
All right. Check this out.
We got the grill ready, FYI. 5 plates ready in no time.
How many people behind us in the regular season? How many teams behind us?
Was it what did y'all finish? 10th?
We finished 9th.
9. All right. So that's 6 teams?
So that means we're better than 6 teams in the NBA, right? In the Western Conference.
In the Western Conference, yes.
All right then. So
but
we can't be too bad.
That also means y'all probably in the last 8 teams in the entire league.
What you mean?
I'm saying that if you take the Eastern Conference,
it's not built like that. We can't go by that though. It ain't built like that.
But that's what I'm saying.
It ain't built like that. We saying we play the people in front of us, and we can't predict who come in front of us. That's not our fault.
What I'm saying is, if your coaches, when he asked about the GM and the coaches and all of the people who got accolades for making the play-in tournament and then making the playoffs, I would imagine that if y'all have
the point I'm getting at is just so you can, and I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say. The point I'm getting at is, right, you say they fired that man and he went up 10 games, right?
Yep.
Basically what he had to do was go up 20 games. So he failed.
Yep.
So it's only right he get fired.
And what I'm saying is that if y'all front office goes consistently, y'all been at the same 10 games under 500, 10 games under 500. You go up 5 games here. If y'all go up another 5 games and are in the same similar position, I think that they make a call. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about y'all at this point. It's about what these other teams do. If these other teams bounce back, if they get their players and things together, it's going to be hard to maintain what y'all been doing and then come out of the West again.
That's not real, bro.
But
them dudes old. He talking about a bunch of old.
Not only that, y'all, since February, the Pelicans was a whole different team.
That's what I'm trying to say.
We was like top 10 in this and top 10 in that. I heard it, but I don't quite remember it to be
Yeah.
exact.
Man, we was
But
over
since
500
February,
after
this is
All
the
Star break, man. What is he talking about, man?
No,
exactly.
I mean,
So
y'all
we
right.
were playing these teams that you're mentioning. Now there is a couple of players like Zion, like what about it, Kawhi, and who else who didn't play this season, but they got to have that chemistry too. But they got to have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could look at some of these great players like the Nets and Kyrie and them some AD. I mean KD. They are some great players. They have a history of good work and they some great players. But you see, they couldn't get it together. So you can mention names and you could talk about who coming back next season and all that too. Nobody plays Zion this year, so nobody has an idea of what this team is capable to do with Zion. So you really can't, I understand there are some tough teams and things are going to get better for next season, but it's going to get better for us too. And like I said, after February, we wasn't that same team that we was when we was 1-12. That 1-12 and that 3-16 hurt us. Yeah, it put us down on numbers, but we wasn't that same team. We got it together.
Yeah,
We
that's a
ended the
fact.
season off strong, and we gonna start next season off. We get the Lakers pick. Maybe it'd be a top 3, 4, 5 top pick. Maybe that's a nice little piece coming on the Pelicans as well. Maybe they traded for another person. I don't know, but at the end of the day, you mentioned all these great teams, but hey, none of them teams played Zion this year, so you don't know how that's gonna look.
Nah, I mean, you're right. You're right. I think you never know. Like, that's what this year showed us, and that's what I was saying about Zion. I think that he expected y'all to be not as good.
Sorry.
Yeah, he expected y'all to be sorry, but I also think that he expected everybody else to be much better. So what I was saying is that when you look at the win-loss record, y'all didn't really get too much better, but these other teams got so much worse that y'all was able to sneak in. And then Zion was like, wait a minute, we got a chance. And he tried to jump back in here. And I think they did do the right thing by saying, bro, you should have rolled the ship because we wouldn't even be in this position without you. I mean, if you would have played in the first place. So I think that they probably gonna be better next year. But I would imagine that
I
everybody
mean, how
else
many
in the
team how
West gonna be
many
better.
teams got how many teams got worse other than the Lakers? That's the only team I could say that really just sank the ship. And maybe the Trailblazers, because you would have expected. They've always been a playoff team, and then the Lakers.
Hmm.
But what's gonna happen with the Utah Jazz? They might break up, they might rebuild, they might do some stuff. I don't know. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So that might make them go down. We could be taking their spot next season. It's a lot
facts.
of little things that could happen for next season. So you really and again, I'm gonna say it. After February, we wasn't that 1-12 team. We played these teams to get to where we was at. If we would have started off like we started in February from the beginning, we wouldn't probably be having this conversation because we did play these teams. We did play the Mavericks. We did play fucking what all these other teams that's up there, the
Hmm.
Timberwolves and all that. I think the only team that I felt like was tough was John Morant team. I think we had a little tough with them, but we didn't have Zion as well.
The irony though is as well is part of the reason why y'all got off to a slow start. Zion didn't want to play is because he said, "Yo, don't trade my dog Zoe." Or make sure don't let Zoe leave. He left and he had his feelings hurt and then set out. So
You know
to
that.
your point,
I'm trying to find out how you know that though.
well, that's the speculation. That's in the rumor mill. That's what a lot of people think. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So, but I say this. I only say this to say to your point is that if in the off season they would have done different things, you probably would have started the season off on a better note than you did, and wouldn't have to wait till the last, like you know what I'm saying, after the All Star break, the last whatever 15 games to get it going. He probably would have been there.
I can tell you this.
Well, yeah, you know what? But guess what? Next season he gonna
Even
be there.
man,
Facts.
even with Zoe, they would have traded Zoe for CJ. They wanted a veteran point guard. People did not want no rookie point guard. They were trying to get Kyle Lowry. They ducked
And
it.
for him to say that this is the best out of all the years he's been here, and that's talking about Zoe too in the locker room. This has been the best vibe he's gotten from the locker room, from the chemistry of all the boys in the locker room. And I ain't saying that nothing that he don't, care about Zoe, but that's even with the Knicks thing. I told y'all months and months ago. I said Zion is not gonna go to the Knicks. Why would you go from a team that's doing something to a team that's in the same predicament that the Pelicans was in, trying to figure it the fuck out? We're figuring it out. They're trying to figure it out. Why that's common sense to stick with what you got if you know it looks like it's going good. But nobody was really looking at the Pelicans at the beginning until now. You know what I'm saying? But as a fan, I've been watching them, so I've been seeing these things of Herb and Jose and Trey and then CJ came along and all that. So I knew a little faster than probably some other people did because nobody was watching the Pelicans like that. But I know that I knew that boy. I said he gonna at least give it a run. He gonna try it out because it is more positive than it has been before, and things do look better. And I think things will be better.
And he saw the fans in there. They say we wasn't a basketball city. He saw the fans in there. Now he see you got to win. People in New Orleans
they had the whole crew from the Saints at the basketball game.
Yeah, they not about to come to no basketball games if they lose it. If they win it like next year, they're gonna be sold out.
I think some credit to that the locker room chemistry also probably go to the addition of the new coach, because I feel like a lot of the stuff that I could tell even when Zoe left, a lot of even his angst about being there was feeling like he was playing out of position, feeling like the opportunities that he should have had weren't there. And I wouldn't be surprised if his body language in the locker room wasn't as it should have been, right? So you bring in a new coach, they bring in a bit of a new system, and then now everybody is a bit more loose, more relatable. So I can see that, man. I want to say this because
that's the same thing with Bi. I mean, I believe all of them felt like that last year. I don't think none of them liked the Stan Van Gundy. I bet everybody was in that locker room. Bi, Zoe, Zion, whoever else was on that team. They probably all had this bad vibe because I know Bi didn't like Stan Van Gundy last year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure but that's the saying when they say you got to stay down for the come up. You can run or you can stay down, and some folks stay down with the Pelicans and they still on the team, or whatever. And now you got a good coach, and things are 100 times better.
Yeah,
as far as the vibe goes. Now there's things that still need to be worked on. But you got at least the vibe. I can tell you one thing, that they vibing. They got a great chemistry and a great coach.
Yeah, and they look like a fun team to watch as well. So I don't want to make it seem like I don't think that that they're good. Y'all were talking about my dog Lonzo as if he couldn't have brought anything extra to this squad, and I was looking at their record and I was saying like it's very similar from last season when he didn't play the full season to this season when he potentially wouldn't have played the full season. So I don't think y'all would have had much of a drop off. You probably would have, instead of being the 9th seed, worst case, you would have been the 10th seed, maybe still make it into the play-in game. Maybe you had Zion, maybe all of that stuff. Who knows? But that's all. You know what I'm saying? I heard y'all talking about my dog Zoe, and I was like, wait a minute, man. They can't go out like that.
And I feel you about that. And
the point I'm getting at is, check this out. What you said, right? That they couldn't have, the Bulls couldn't even have no. What you said for him? How would I say it? He couldn't even make the Bulls better because he stayed hurt. Did he help them or hurt them this year?
I think at the end of the year when he wasn't there.
Did he help them or hurt them?
That's what I'm saying. At the
playoffs, 50% of the game, so you can't even say that.
But I think so. This is what I'm saying is that if you look from year to year, right, the Bulls, at the beginning of the season when he was there, had him in a pretty decent position. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, like you said, if you're going by the end results, him not being able to play down the stretch in this first round of the playoffs definitely hurt them.
Check this out. Even when he was there, they couldn't beat none of the teams that's in the playoffs right now. They just got a one in what? They just won one game out of all the teams in the playoffs. Let's be honest. They beat one team out of all the teams that's in the playoffs. One time.
At full strength.
Man, I'm saying period. Throughout the season. With him and without him. They just beat one team.
I'm gonna have to look that up, man. I can't imagine. I know I watched them.
Everybody tell you, man, go look it up, man. Go look it up. Even when they was number one, that was because they was beating up on bottom feeders. Look it up, man.
If you could be number one, only beating bottom feeders, then the Pelicans would have been number one.
Man, they was number one for about 2 days, man. It wasn't that long, man. That's why I'm trying to tell you, man.
But then when they were number one, that's when DeRozan missed a ton of games. LaVine missed a ton of games. Half their whole roster was out with the health and safety protocols at one point. And then Zoe was the only guy on the team out of those three.
Man.
So
they stopped the game for that, man.
They stopped some of them, but they still kept going. Well, yeah.
You making excuses, man.
You're a bull,
man. You're a bull.
I'm answering your question. You said,
AB, you a Bulls fan or you a Lonzo fan? Because if you're a Bulls fan, you're gonna see it how I see it. If you're a Lonzo fan, you're gonna just make excuses.
I'm not even. I'm just responding to what you said.
For example, do you care if the Bulls win or lose as an organization, or you just care if Lonzo do good?
I think I care just as much for the Bulls as I did when Lonzo was at the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? I only know what I know about the Pelicans because I was watching when my dog Lonzo was there.
All right.
I tapped in a bit.
So
the Bulls, I tapped in a bit.
Did he help the Bulls or did he hurt the Bulls?
That's what I'm saying. I already said that.
So what he did? You making excuses. Did he help him or did he hurt him? I don't want to hear nothing about it at the beginning of the season. We talking about forward. Is that team moving forward? Did he help him or did he hurt him?
Then if that's the case, then he helped him. If you comparing the Bulls team from last year to this year, it's a better team.
You could check this out. How many?
If you comparing, if you saying that, all right. So tell me this: did Lonzo leaving the Pelicans? Did Lonzo leaving the Pelicans help him or hurt him?
I'm gonna show you where you capping at. How many games Lonzo played?
Somebody said what? 35.
All right, we're gonna say 35. How many they won?
I don't know how many.
I think it's 42.
42.
So they won 42. I don't think they won no 42 games.
You think they won more?
I think so. I think they won more than 42. They would have been in the play-in at 42.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll tell you right here. I got it. 46.
Well, they won 46 games, right?
Yeah.
So even if they lost some of them games with Lonzo on the floor.
Yep.
So you up here telling me that he made a big difference within the Bulls and they won way more games than when he was with them.
You asked me, did he help him or hurt him?
No, what I'm saying, he didn't help him. That's what I'm trying to.
I'm saying that he helped him.
How he gonna help him? He just played 35. They won 42, and out them 35 he played, they didn't win every game. How did he help him?
So tell me this: did CJ McCollum help or hurt the Pelicans?
Man, CJ McCollum helped. Man, we was over 500. We was under 500 on basketball before he came. We went over 500 basketball after. He helped him.
All right, so he helped him, but he wasn't there for the whole time. So if you looking at the sample size, if you're looking at the entire season, what you're talking about, then he he helped them even though he wasn't there the whole time. What I'm saying is that if you asked me about the Bulls organization, did he help or hurt them? Did the Bulls do better this season than they did last season?
That's not because of him. No, he played 35 games.
So if it's not because of
35
him,
games.
So how did he hurt him?
I need somebody in the chat to look up how many games they won and how many games they lost before Lonzo Ball went out. Because they wasn't 35-0.
But what I'm saying is, are we talking about the Bulls or are we talking about simply with Lonzo Ball? Because it seems like the Bulls organization.
No, what I'm telling you is I'm not knocking Lonzo. What I'm telling you is that the people, the games the Bulls won, they had to fight harder and they didn't even have him. So he's not the reason why they in there. He hurt them. He would have made, that's the difference. He would have hurt them because from y'all talking, they would have won 60 games if Lonzo Ball wasn't hurt. I'm tripping, Jessica?
No.
What they say every time they lose, right? Man, Lonzo was there to defense, right? So they would have won more, right?
They would have won more of what?
If Lonzo played, right? Ain't that every time they lose, they say,
yeah,
man, no defense,
so you saying if Lonzo was playing, they would have won more games? That's what you're saying, Sky?
That's what they saying.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I'm saying you. The question you asked me was,
were
they saying?
Did they? I'm trying to see if you gonna be real. You don't want to say it because it hurt. Lonzo.
I'm telling you that. You asked me.
I'm asking you, did he hurt the team or did he? Look, I'm asking you, did he hurt the team or did he help the team? You started saying he helped the team, right? So if he helped the team, the games they lost, they supposed to lose. If he hurt the team,
you saying Zoe hurt them because he got injured?
Exactly. He's
so
always
because he got injured. They lost a lot of games.
Last season, the Bulls won.
No, that's from Nate. That's from Nate. That's what they be saying. So
season,
I'm trying to get him to say he hurt games.
This season they won 46 games with Lonzo on the team.
What you said?
Last season the Bulls won 31 games. This season they won 46 games.
It's the point of what I'm saying. They won them games. It wasn't because of Lonzo though.
But how do you? This is what I'm saying is that when you take into
played the most games.
When CJ McCollum
played the most games.
All right, let me ask you a question. When CJ McCollum called out Zion Williamson, right? Why did he call out Zion? It wasn't just because he wasn't playing, but it was because he wasn't even around the team. He had damn near disassociated himself from the organization. So Zion comes
to go rehab.
He went to go rehab somewhere else. So that's what I'm saying. That's the excuse. But then he said, damn, bro.
Lewis Jr. did the same thing, though. Nobody speaks on that.
But because of who you are.
KLJ did the same thing. He was in Portland up there with Zion, rehabbing too. But nobody talks about that. And then they both were sitting on the bench when the boys was in the playoff. KLJ and Zion.
Sitting on the bench, supporting the team.
Yeah, both of them were Zion.
So this is what I'm saying is that the question that
man, he hurt them people, man. He hurt them people. Them people investing into him, and he
didn't hurt them.
But that's what I'm saying. Just like Zion hurt us because he was injured, but we figured it out without him. But we figured it out without him, and then when he comes back, we're gonna be better.
Exactly.
This is what I'm saying. So how did he hurt you? If y'all played without Zion as an organization, right? Because I think what you asking me a few times is you asked me, did I only care about the Bulls or did I care about Zoe, right? We're talking about Zion. So you telling me that Zion sat out this season and y'all team actually got better. So when he returns, y'all going to be a better team next season, possibly because Zion sat out most of this season right here.
And that we said,
to be honest with you, the way what you just said, yes, I do think that because they had to figure it out without their star player, and they got it together. Like
so, for an organization, so if you're talking about one season, then that's one thing. If you're talking about one game, if you're talking about half the season, if you're saying like, yo, half the season when Zoe wasn't there, did the Bulls get worse? Yes, they got worse when he wasn't playing. The beginning of the season, were they better when he was playing? Yes. As a totality of a season with him on the roster, did the Bulls get better than they were last year? Yes. Next season, if he returns and they continue to play, will they continue to get better? Yes, I believe so. If you saying did Zoe help the Bulls astronomically, or was he the catalyst for the bit of success they had and making them to the playoffs, I would say no, because you're right. He didn't play most of the games. However, did he make them better, or did he help them or hurt them? I don't think that he hurt them. Hurting them would be what you were talking about if he would have played with, if y'all hadn't made some of the moves that y'all made and you would have had Zion sitting out and you would have been relying on Zoe in New Orleans, and y'all would have probably, without him and without let's say Devontae Graham or whoever y'all had in his stead on the team, y'all probably would have been worse than what you ended up being, for sure.
See how you talking? You
the
proving
Bulls,
me right. Hold on, you proving me right? So what you saying, in other words, they don't count on him.
But that don't mean that
that's what
they
you
don't
just
need.
said.
But they don't. The same. You just said this about the Pelicans.
Man, no, you just
NBA
said
teams. What I'm saying is that they NBA players. NBA teams can't say, you know what, we don't have Zoe, man, so we got to hang it up. We worse now. The game is over. We ain't got a chance. No, they don't say that. They say, yo, we don't got Zoe. We got still hoop. Would we be better if Zoe was playing? For sure. That's a fact of Mundo. They would be a much better team. I think up until the end of the season for them, they talked about them being better if they could get Zoe on the court. Folks want Zoe to come back the whole entire time. Nobody was like, man, we don't even need Zoe because we that damn good.
So you saying he heard him then, right?
I'm not saying he heard him.
All right then. Well, if the coach wanted him to come back, everybody wanted him to come back, he heard him, dog. I don't care what you say, but he heard him, dog.
You think that? Nah, I think that
him,
as a you earlier, all right.
His production was needed.
You just said to me,
listen what I'm saying.
When you talked about the Pelicans, the thing that you said was they had a good season because what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to win. You're supposed to make it to the playoffs so you can win a championship. They accomplished everything that the Pelicans did that was supposed to make them make this a successful season. So it should be a success for that Bulls team. But for some reason, it's not a success anymore. Now, I will say with Zoe, they should have damn near came out of the East. Potentially, that's what it looked like. That's what people thought at the beginning of the season. But
why would the people think that though? And he never made the playoffs. That don't make no sense.
Because
was it because of Zoe or was it because of DeMar? Now you confusing me.
It's because of the team.
So
it's
you
not just. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's simply because of Zoe.
He went to the Bulls, and all of a sudden they become. So he LeBron. That's what you're telling me.
I'm saying that the team.
Who thought that?
You asked me about the team.
Man, they got Giannis over there in Milwaukee. Who thought that but y'all?
You asking me about the team. You can, I'm sure if you can go, we can look up articles on NBA.com. You can look at professional reporters, and as they were reporting on the Bulls towards the beginning of the season, especially when they were the number one team, had one of the best records in the NBA, folks were saying that, yo, this team looks like they could come out of the East. That's a fact. That at a point in the season, that conversation was happening.
That's because they was number one.
Yeah.
They dropped off, then they were laughing at them.
Exactly.
Right along with me. We already said he wasn't gonna win like that. They won like 2 of them games by a lucky basket from DeRozan.
That boy, DeRozan was hooping, man.
Oh no, DeRozan the reason they made it to the playoffs. To be honest with you, you take DeRozan off there, I don't care who they have, they gonna lose. They don't even make the playoffs, and you know I ain't lying. You ain't saw Zach play in the playoffs.
But that's what any team you could take one of their star players off and they won't lose. That don't mean nothing.
So you
could take Jason Tatum off the Boston Celtics.
You think Zach work a max?
Zach LaVine.
It's worked the max. Yeah.
I think that if they want to keep that core together, then for sure they got to do what they got to do.
But see, that's why I like our situation, because you said if you take any star player off a team, they're gonna lose. And our situation is our star player was taken off the team, and yeah, we was losing, but we got pretty far. We was right there with the Bulls, damn near. Because
we beat them. What you
the
talking about?
round.
We put an L on them. They beat us too. But we put an L on them.
No, I'm saying like we made it to the playoffs. So I'm just saying I like our situation because our star player did get taken, and we still made it to the playoffs and won 2 games in the playoff.
NBI missed 20 games. NBI missed 20 games without CJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, that's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. That y'all exceeded expectations, but not really. As a folks expected y'all to have about the record that y'all had, but I don't think that people would have at the beginning of the season, if you would have said, yo, a team that's 10 games under 500 is going to make the playoffs, people would be like, no, that don't happen.
So
but
how
it
we
did
did
this
how
season.
You said we exceeded. I mean, you said it. What you just said? I'm sorry.
I said that
you said we
making
did,
it
but
to the
we
playoffs. Yeah. I think that nobody expected y'all to make it to the playoffs, but also nobody expected a team that that was 10 games under 500 to make it to the playoffs as well. So far as the record goes, I don't think people would have been surprised that y'all won 5 more games than you did last season. But I think that people were surprised that y'all showed up to the playoffs to play in and did what y'all did. Kudos to y'all for that.
But they didn't expect us to do what?
They didn't expect you to make it to the playoffs.
I'm going to get at y'all. I'm about to get ready to go to bed, man.
It's your bedtime. It's Friday. God love.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this guy Sky's crazy, man.
I see what you're trying to say, but
until he proves his point.
Yeah. But it's just one-sided point. You know what I'm saying? I think that if you're going to ride for the Pelicans the way that you're riding for the Pelicans, then other teams that at least have exceeded what they did deserve some credit. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I was saying, man. You know what I mean? You got to get kudos where it's due.
So you're saying the Bulls did better than last year, so that's props to the Bulls.
The Bulls, what did I say? The Bulls won as many games as the Pelicans did last year. And they went up by 15 games this season. That's
good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you add some players, you make some moves, y'all team as a total get better. So it's hard to say you got a dude on your team who hurt y'all when the team did better than last year.
I mean, you're right. That is good. Anything better than last year is going up. It's just the way y'all ended the season is what makes it look bad.
Facts.
So what they said about Zoe injury, he had an interview today or something?
He had a press conference. AB, did you see the press conference?
I hadn't saw it yet.
Oh, well, like I said, it was wild. It's crazy. Lonzo Ball pretty much was stating how, it's the bone bruise giving him some trouble. Also that hopefully he won't need a second surgery. When I heard second surgery, I was like, man. I'm going to try to get some of that footage for you right now on the press conference. It's out on, you got to go to the Bulls channel, the Chicago Bulls channel. They got everybody's press conference.
What I got to do, back as fast as
That almost sound like Zion situation.
All right here, hang on a second, y'all.
No, I'm kind of at a standstill right now. So I'm supposed to be going meeting with another specialist next week to kind of figure some things out. Kind of let it calm down for the last 2 weeks. I was going at it pretty hard, trying to get back as fast as possible. But like I said, at a standstill, still have pain. So got to get that figured out this summer for sure.
Is your sense that it was the bone bruise that has been doing it as opposed to the meniscus contributing to that?
I'm not a doctor. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's a little bit of both, but I'm not sure. Like I said, just I got to figure out whatever I got to do, to get my knee right.
To be clear, the bone bruise is in the knee as well, correct?
Yeah, the bone bruise is also there.
And when you say you're going to visit the specialist, do you know if you might need to have another procedure?
I'm not sure. Hopefully not. I wouldn't want to have another one, but if that's what it takes, then I pretty much have no choice at this point.
Even the front office, what is
Did you hear some of that, AB? That was just a little bit of sights and sounds.
Yeah, I heard that, man. That sucks.
Yeah, it sounds like he's at a standstill. It's crazy. I felt like I was stating before in the show, in the opener, I said I felt like I was misled, because it's almost like he had 2 ramp ups, and then now it's just everything is just at a standstill.
Yeah. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out A1. What's good?
I had a meniscus tear. I had a thing. The thing is with it, man, he ramped up too fast. And when you ramp up too fast, that scar tissue build up. So that's why, and that swelling won't go down. So it's no ACL, it's no MCL, it's no tears, it's no really structural damage. So the only procedure he can have is a scope to clean it. You dig what I'm saying? So nothing major is gonna happen because there's no torn ligaments. So he's fine. To me, he's fine. It's just sports injury.
Yeah.
Well, I said, like he didn't say for sure he needed a second surgery. He also did say, when you hear some of this thing, he did say he is prepared to be ready to start, next season. That's what he's working towards. He didn't say it's guaranteed going to be needing a second surgery, but this is wild. But he did also confirm that this is the second time he tore it in that knee. So that was something that I was in limbo about, and then he actually confirmed it today. So this is why let's see what happens. I'm still going to remain optimistic.
He gonna be fine.
I just want him to start training camp. That's it.
He gonna be fine.
What the hell is going on? Can he be 100% healthy to start training camp?
Yeah, he gonna be more than. He gonna be cool way before training camp. He gonna be cool. As long as it's not no ACL, no ACL. That's shit. The MCL, he can be back in 6 to 8 weeks. So as long as no ACL, man, he good.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. And AB, what you got going on over there?
Man, I'm working on a video to get uploaded, man. But that's
same here.
Yeah.
We got all kind of stuff. These videos, I gotta start getting going. It felt like it's the off season. It's like I try to take a little break, I try to ease out. My mother start getting back to it. I started ramping back up.
Yeah, I feel like that's a tough time to do it because it's the playoffs, so it's really a great time to be grinding. But after a long season and you know what I'm saying, my team out, man. I'm like,
mm-hmm. Ease up, take your foot off the gas a little bit.
Yep.
Sounds crazy. It's a good game on. Right now, I think Memphis is playing. I got a notification of the post game on. I'm pulling that up right now.
I was working on this video and I was like, man, let me. I heard y'all. I seen your thumbnail.
Yeah.
Title, and I was like, oh man, what done happened? So I tapped in, and then I heard them just dragging my dog Zoe, man. So I was like, I gotta hop in here for the.
That's every day. Yeah, that's every day. These guys try to do that. I try to hold it down. Sometimes I let the other guys try to try to do it until it look like they're getting manhandled.
But they were really gonna try to persuade somebody that they did something without their star when they picked up C.J. McCollum.
We got a tie game with 4:37 to go. Tie game, y'all. Well, Minnesota went up 1. Minnesota blew that last game. How you been keeping up with any playoff games, AB? How you keeping up with the playoffs? I know it's been a long season.
Mm-hmm. I've been at least
I don't watch
watching
them all either. I don't watch them all either.
I keep up with the, you know what I mean, at least catching up the highlights and all of that stuff, man. If I don't watch the game, I'll tap in that way. So I'm hit, man. I do think that surprisingly this has been a pretty good playoffs. With, you know what I mean, with some of your heavy hitters and the folks that people normally expect to be selling tickets and wreaking havoc out, man. What they got going over there in that Minnesota series with the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves, man. That's what I'm saying. That's entertaining to me.
Yeah, both teams is basically evenly matched. Memphis they're a 2 seed, but they're a young team. They don't know what the hell they're doing, you know. So Minnesota could capitalize. Cat been there before, Russell, but John Morant is just playing at a whole nother level. He might overcome all of that. I hope it's a game 7.
I hope so too, man. They got the sideline storyline going. They got John Morant daddy there, Usher in the building. They twinning.
Who would they play? The 2 seed. Who's it though? I don't even know what the hell the standings is. I got a picture up there of the standings. Who the hell are they playing? They're gonna play Golden State.
Whoever it's gonna lose anyway.
You said Memphis gonna lose, right?
Yeah, I do think that Memphis is a weird team where no matter who they play, though, it's gonna be a good series. You know what I mean? They're gonna battle.
Yeah. I got Dallas winning. I got Dallas beating Phoenix.
Yeah.
I like Luka Doncic. I think he all right.
No, I ain't.
You ain't a huge fan?
No, I ain't.
I mean, like I said, I ain't going hard over Luka. I'm just saying, I think he's a good player. He kind of, I was low on Luka, and then he kind of started to like do a few things, and I'm like, okay, you know, let's see what happens. So if you beat Phoenix, I think that might be good.
I feel like it's not a lot of players in the league who I think like I could be considered to be hating on, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if it was one, it's Luka Doncic. I don't know why. I just think that some of the hype that he get is not because I don't know. I think his international ties, and they want the kind of great white hope and to kind of do his thing, man. So I don't know. So he can hoop, and I don't take nothing from him. But I just like to see some of the traditional stars, you know what I'm saying, really make him earn his journey.
Yeah. So say that one more time, AB. My fault.
Oh no, I was saying I think he can hoop for sure. I just like seeing when the guys who really deserve some accolades, or some of the more traditional seasoned stars, take it to the young buck.
Right. You're right. You're right about that.
Best friend, I'm killing him.
That's crazy. That's wild, man. That's problematic what's going on with Zell. But in other words, it'd be who gonna be coaching the goddamn Charlotte Hornets when the season is out?
Man, I got my money on one LeVar's Ball.
Oh, you want LeVar to be the coach? I seen your video. You holding on to some exclusive over there, man. I thought you dropped everything a few months back.
Nah, man.
You got something in the tuck over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You got to save it. You can't let it all go.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to work hard, man. I think one day, hopefully, I can get there, man. I'm telling you. It should be funny as hell.
Yeah, man. I still have. I think honestly, with that stuff I put out, I had it. I just was trying to figure out the best way to present it. And like the past couple of weeks, I really just been watching that same footage and was like, man, how do I, get this out in a way that people, will understand what the video is and it's important. So that's why that got sprinkled out. But man, I got footage from the JBA tour that I still haven't done nothing with. You know what I mean? Like I was pretty much vlogging from the USA tour over to the European tour. You know what I mean? So I got all of that, and I literally just am trying to figure out the best way to put it out at some point.
Right. No, I agree with you, man. This contest stuff is tricky.
Yeah.
Shit. Who's all on the panel? KNT, you there? No, Unstoppable? No, yeah. Okay. So I was making sure. Okay, that y'all was there. But I was about to say after we was done, I would have shut it down. Well, I mean, there's a hell of a game going on right now. So what's up with the Pacer game, man? What's it like in that field house, man? Tell us that environment, because I know what it's like in the Garden. Y'all got a big arena out there, too. That arena is not small.
Yeah. No, it's nice out here, man. It's nice. And the beauty of this Pacer arena is it's not like like I went up to the United Center. Is this United Center up in Chicago, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I went to a game up there, and that shit's expensive. You know what I'm saying? You could get 2 courtside seats here in Indiana for what it costs to sit on the second row up in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So, this Indiana's situation, man. The Pacers, it's a pretty good stadium, man. And they got a decent fan base. I think it's so funny, man. I went to 2 games this year. The 2 games when the Hornets came to town, and it's damn near as many LaMelo jerseys in the building as it was, Pacer jerseys.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's like a mixed audience.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's a loyal fan base?
I think so, man. But it's kind of like anywhere else where
a small city.
It's a super loyal fan base, but if the team is not that as good, then they don't show up as much, right? They still gonna show up. It ain't gonna never be empty, and people gonna still watch the games and all of that stuff. But if they good, then it's a whole nother animal in there.
Right. I can't believe Karl Anthony Towns out here shooting threes.
He say he the best 3-point shooting big man of all times.
They should have won this series. I don't know how I'm watching Edwards guard John. Oh, if he make that, John is great. Karl Anthony Towns don't even post out. It's crazy. This dude's sitting at the 3-point line. Finally posting out. So I just want to see the big guys, just play like centers.
Yeah. Man, that day over.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. What's good, Jessica?
Hey, Flight, I just wanted to say something. I wanted to correct myself real quick. Because you had made a comment earlier, and then I had made a comment on your comment, and when I got to thinking about it, I was like, that wasn't what Flight was talking about. When you was talking about the scouting report on Herb and Jose, and now players know who they are because they're watching their game, and they can come back, and that's what you were trying to say, right? Because I took it a different way.
Yeah, I was trying to say I was trying to say that the player like Alvarado I know for a fact nobody knew who the hell he was. You know, people started to grow. It's like almost like Jeremy Lin, you know, even though to a lesser degree. Y'all didn't do what Jeremy Lin did, but maybe as a team, y'all surprised some people. But it's like nobody had a scouting report on these dudes. They're just catching dudes by storm. You know, and then, you know, now what happened to these dudes? You know, what happened to them? You know, you never, now you don't hear about him no more. He never was able to resurrect that. You know, so Alvarado, he's undersized. You know, I like him. He's from New York. You know, so I like Alvarado. But I'm just telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if he struggled next season. And Herb Jones too.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I feel what you're saying, but I think that, you know,
it's like the New York Knicks.
When you
I don't mean to cut you off, Jessica. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna let you go after this. Maybe a better comparison could be the New York Knicks. You know, they surprised everybody. Julius caught everybody by surprise. Did the Knicks catch anybody by surprise this season? People was waiting on the Knicks, you know, and they stepped on them. You know, but go ahead.
And I feel exactly what you're saying, and you know that can happen. But when you add another, you know, caliber player like Zion and another star player, it opens things up a little bit, and they may not be so worried about, you know, Jose and Herb at that time, because they'll be having to, you know, scout Zion now. They're gonna have to worry about Zion.
Yeah, I'm about to say Zion gonna be the point guard if he's healthy. Well, we don't know what he's gonna do. We don't know what the hell this guy's gonna do. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. But I just wanted to correct myself, because what you were saying, and I started talking about something else. So I just wanted to get back up here and correct myself. But I see what you're saying. But I think it's gonna be okay, because, you know, those guys don't give a lot of points. They're more defensive players, and they bring energy. And I think that, you know, that can't change. You know, they'll still defend and they'll still bring energy. Our points, you know, we rely on Zion. We're gonna rely on Zion and BI and CJ and JB for the points. We just need those boys to just do the little bit that they did this season. And of course, if they get better, that's even better. I would expect for them to get better. But if they don't, because people are locking in on them and know who they are now, if they just bring that energy and bring that defense, I think it'll be all right.
Yeah,
we got, if you could get 20 from BI, 20 plus from BI, 20 plus from Zion, 20 plus from CJ, and, you know, almost 20 from JV, I think we'll be all right. And, you know, the bench and all that.
What the hell's going on with Devontae Graham? What happened to him?
I don't know. I have no idea, and I don't even know if he's going to be on the team next season. He had a little interview today too.
He's gonna end up in Detroit. He's gonna be playing for Detroit. Watch.
And I know David Griffin, when he had his interview.
Go ahead.
I know when David Griffin had his interview, he did say, you know, next season we got to do this again and get better, but some pieces may get added, some pieces may get moved, and he probably was talking about Devontae Graham. Because I do think that they're gonna
explore that option.
I mean, if you want to add, I think he's gonna go. I feel like, you know, we could get something a little bit better as far as consistency goes, and that would help us a lot. But I'm looking forward to the to draft. You know, we got the Lakers pick, so I'm looking forward to that, to see what we can get, another little piece, or if they're gonna trade that piece with Devontae and maybe Garrett Temple or something. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting to see what they add and what they change. I don't think they're gonna change a whole lot, but I do think they're gonna change a little something.
Well, I agree.
And I do think they should change a little something, because I'm not saying that we just the best team out there. You know, we had to fight very hard to get to where we was at, and I don't feel like we need to be fighting that hard next season. And if Zion comes, you know, that'll help us. But I do think we still need to add and still need to work on some things.
Minnesota just lost. It's not over yet, but it's over.
Hey, I want to say, I think that dude Alvarado, he didn't at the bare minimum, he done made himself some money. He done secured himself at least. If they do find him out,
They gave him a contract.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
For
wouldn't be
4
surprised.
years.
Like I think, yeah, that's
Hey,
the.
shout out to the
It
panel.
wasn't
My
no.
fault,
It wasn't no
AB. Shout
massive
out to the
amount of money
panel.
though. AB.
Fresh Prince Believes in the
But
building.
I mean,
What's good, Belize?
What up, my boys?
I think it was like 6 mil. Was it like 6 or 4? It was one of
that's what
those
I'm
6
saying.
mil for
He
4 years, something.
but I
Ain't
mean,
no way
but
they lost no damn Minnesota, bro. I mean,
Man, Carl Anthony
Grizzlies,
Towns, he
bro.
playing like a shooting guard.
Ain't no way, bro. They should have won this.
Whoa, the Timberwolves beat the Grizz again?
No, Memphis.
Oh, the Memphis beat.
I mean, that's what I meant to say. Memphis beat the thing.
It's looking that way. John Moran at the line with 20.7
It's
seconds
over.
left. Yeah, it's over. He just made the first free throw.
What's the score?
5-point game. 109 Memphis, 104 Minnesota. Fourth quarter, 20.7 seconds left. John Moran at the line. He made his first free throw to make it 109. Getting ready to shoot the second one. John Moran, 14 points, 4 for 14, the field goal, 8 rebounds, 7 assists.
How many points Bane got? I know he.
I gotta see. He's probably balling out, but T Wood should have beat them, bro.
Right.
I would have been hot as hell if I betted on this game, on this damn series.
Nah. The Grizzlies are supposed to have win this, but the Grizzlies is not going to beat the Warriors in the next round, though.
Nah, I think the T Wood should have won this, man. You got Ant, you got Cat, bro, and you got D'Lo.
But my take on that is right.
Anchor, man.
They're not ready yet. This is their first time at the dance. Memphis was in this dance last year, so they kind of they got a little more thump on them, and I feel like they were just a little more ready, and they knew if they dropped this ball, that would have looked bad.
I mean, but they would have lost to the better team, though.
Nah, ain't that bad.
Nah, but technically they're the better team.
Yeah, they the better team.
So,
I think Timberwolves, man, got better squad. If you ask me,
they got a better matchup, yes, but the better team is Memphis. They surrounded by shooters. They got the chemistry. They've been playing together a little bit longer. They got it. Cat still plays soft. If you even watch during the season, Anthony Edwards had to tell him yo, bro, get aggressive like Joel Embiid. Your rookie or sophomore, but I'm saying your second year player shouldn't be telling you that. You should just know that already, Cat. This is what Jimmy Butler was telling you.
He wanted to shoot, bro. I mean,
but it's not helping the team. This is why they losing.
I understand that, but that's what his mind is at. His mind is that he want to be a shooting big. He don't want to bang, man. It's very few centers in this league now that's banging, bro. That's just pretty much
to me, I don't even think about just just straight up shooting. I think it's more so footwork too. He plays real soft.
That's a lost art too. How many centers you can name in the league? Name 5 centers in the league that has good footwork.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I really can't. DeMarcus Cousins got good footwork too, but I'm just saying that's what
he wanted the last breeze in the air when you think about it.
Facts.
Yeah.
But then they've been trying to get rid of him.
But this is what Cat should be working on then. Understand you gotta shoot, but he also don't got a quick step. You know what I mean? He'll get the ball and start.
He ain't gonna never work on that, bro. Even though everything you touching on this, man. If you ask me, man, the center should be in there banging, having that nice footwork. But like I said, that's over with, fam. These bigs want to shoot like Curry, bro.
And they gonna lose. They gonna die by the gun like Curry.
Of course, but guess what? It's still gonna be a team that signed them, fam. Because every team wants a big that can spread the floor, man. And shoot threes. They gonna tell they big to shoot threes before they say get in the post and bang.
So I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. You feel do you feel it's legit to say without injuries, everybody healthy, right? would you take Porzingis over Cat?
Kristaps Porzingis, hell yeah. From what he was doing before the
Yeah.
injury, hell yeah. Kristaps Porzingis was that guy. You know, he played defense. You know what I'm saying? He'd get in that
Nah,
post
yeah,
sometimes.
I agree.
You know,
I
yeah,
agree.
that injury. I mean, even though he had that injury, I think he still could have got back to himself. But I think what was going on off the court, the little situation he was in, and what was going on with the Knicks, he just got sidetracked, bro. And you know, he need to get back on his grind.
So what's your take with him in Dallas? Like, why you think it didn't work for him in Dallas with Luka?
Oh, you just said it, Luka, bro. Shit, he
Luka,
wasn't passing
facts.
that ball. You know,
Yeah.
Luka was being selfish. Luka was taking shots. He was doing the DeMar DeRozan, man. Except from the three, except for it was, you know, he's a good shooter. He's doing it
Yeah.
at the 3-point line. What the fuck you doing shooting a three and you got two people guarding you, man, and your stretch big is wide open. You know, it's like, bro, don't do that. You know,
I personally thought they were gonna have a mean 1-2 punch.
I
They
th- I,
had
I thought it
Jason
too,
Kidd
fam.
I thought Jason Kidd as a coach, like Mark Cuban willing to break the bank. Like I thought they had a
Luka
go.
ego messed that up, fam. You know.
And then he
And I
signed to
think he
Jordan
might,
too, sneaker wise. So it's
right.
like, damn.
But I know for sure we gonna when that time comes and he had that sit down, he gonna talk about how he regret, you know, that he messed up something good he could have had with Luka. I mean, with
Porzingis.
Yeah.
I think Bradley Beal and Porzingis is gonna be good together though. Moving forward, I think they're gonna be a nice duo.
I think Bradley Beal might be out of there. You think he gonna stay?
I think he'll stay with Porzingis. Why not? Because he never really wanted to leave. The narrative is that he want to leave, but he didn't really want to leave.
His body language just says he fed up with them people. But you know, you never know. He could change his mind, but just
Yeah, I
right
mean,
now,
because and I mean, in the beginning of the season, the Wizards was playing good basketball, right? And towards they end up hitting their fall. I think injuries probably played a role in it too. And teams, of course, got better and they understood how to play the assignment better. But now with Porzingis there, you got a Bradley Beal there. Kuzma is. I'm not a big fan of Kylie Kuzma.
They got a decent squad.
They got a squad, like you know what I mean, to keep a Bradley Beal happy. To say, all right, you know what, maybe we could do something, just like Zion right now, because you know what I mean. With the Zion situation, it's like now it's like, all right, Zion is like, hey, I see what y'all did. Now maybe I could put my all into it. You know what I mean? But doesn't mean he gonna want to stay when it's all said and done either. Even though he just said what he said. Did y'all take on that? I don't know if y'all spoke on that. Did y'all see that Zion interview?
No, I missed that, but I already knew that was going to happen.
Zion said that they asked him would he re-sign. He said he couldn't sign quick enough or something along that line. Like so yeah.
That's what he said. Just based on that earlier. And I was like, that's why the Knicks, they really want to get Zion, man. They gonna have to get him whoever they want. The ball is not in their court; it's on the Pelicans court. And by them winning, of course, that's intriguing. That got Zion thinking like, man, I wonder how far we could have went if I was playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They very well could have beat them. They don't have nobody could have stopped Zion, bro.
Yeah.
So
I definitely agree.
Yeah. So now,
man, I'm wondering, AB, you still on the panel?
Yep, I'm still here.
Yo, what's up with you, man? Did you cop up on those galaxies?
I actually did, man. I was surprised. The Galaxies was around for a while. I had a thing at work at 10, and I didn't get to the website till a little bit after 11, and I was able to get a pair.
What? That's dope. It was not that easy in New York, man.
In the store it wasn't easy, or did you try to get them online?
Well, the site crashed at 10 o'clock.
Oh, see, I think I tested it at 10, and I think that's weird. I got on at 10. I went to like Foot Locker at 10. It was like 10:02, and I was like, man, I missed it. Everything sold out. And then I came back at like 11, and they had size 12, 11, 10, all in men's sizes on Puma.com.
I mean, You know I got him. You know me, AB.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
I got him. But I'm just saying, it wasn't that easy though.
Yeah.
Well, for me it was because Puma, they know me. They know not to fuck up in Puma store. Shout out to Puma, man. They know I'll go with that. Yo, they know. Listen, my daughter don't play. My daughter. All right. But
Yeah. I think
yeah.
did these shoes not come out in kid sizes? Or they
did.
Okay.
They did.
I tried to I think maybe the kid sizes sold out first because when I was on
the
Puma,
kids
they
sold
had
out
them
quick.
listed, but they said that they were sold out. Only had a men's sizes. So I was thinking about getting my son a pair.
Yeah. What size your son? If you don't mind me asking.
What is he like 6
Okay.
wide, 6.5?
6 wide. That's like
It's like
that's like right. That's like the 95, right? That's the junior package.
Everybody,
got a
everybody,
question,
news. AB just dropped. Y'all go check that out. I see
Hey,
that.
Yeah.
Hey, how many games you see this the Grizzlies and Golden State going?
AB, you just dropped a new vid. I gotta tap in, man. Shout out to AB the hero.
Straight up, man. It's a little bit different one. It's about some sneaker, you know what I'm saying, stuff, you know what I mean? So nothing too crazy.
I see it. It's about you talking about the BBB luxuries.
The luxury boys, some other sneakers out here in the streets.
Well, you know what's so crazy that you just said you talking about some other sneakers out in the streets? Because that's the same shit. I'm over here got some stuff marinated. You understand? But it's not the luxury shoes though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hold on,
I don't know if you know something. Something might have dropped today, but I ain't gonna say nothing else.
I want to say
I ain't
something,
here.
man. I just want to go on a random. This don't got nothing to do with the panel. I'm sorry, but I just
Belize.
it's about my day, man.
You Belize, you tell him.
No, not even that. No. We ain't breaking that news. No, we ain't doing that. This something different. I was at work last week, man. I gotta tell y'all what happened, man. I gotta tell y'all, man. These women out here doing good. They doing good, man. So I was at work, man. Some random girl at work. I had a fish concert, actually. Remember I told you about the fish concert when I was working? Random girl said she was gonna buy me flowers, bro. And she literally sent me flowers, bro. I came home to flowers today, man. That's shout out to the universe, man. Shout out to the women. That's all.
That's what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's usually the other way around, man.
Yeah.
That was shocking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, yo, and it's crazy because I don't even know how to get in contact with her. Like, it's no nothing. Like, it was just.
Oh wow, she didn't like leave a card in there with the info on it.
To be honest, I ain't opened the box yet. Like, I left the box. Okay. I'm still shocked. Like, it's even there. Like it's like, yo, like. She said it was gonna be black roses. I mean, like, I don't know, like, yeah, it's like,
oh, man, you gotta open the box live on Flight Sports for the culture.
I do it. I'll do it for y'all. I'm actually in the midst of rolling up right now, though. You know what I mean? I was like, I gotta smoke for it because it might something pop out on me and shock me. I might be like, oh, yeah. Oh man, you know, shout out to Flight, man.
What's up, man?
Love this channel, man. Love this channel.
Sure, man. Shout out to Flight, man. The hardest working man in the game.
Facts, for sure.
So how y'all see this game going with the Grizz and Golden State?
Golden State looking different right now, man. They looking like they might have they trying to get back to where they was. So it might be hard to topple that dynasty.
Oh yeah. I think we're gonna see Phoenix versus Golden State in the Eastern Conference. Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I think that'll be the move, man. I was happy for my man Chris Paul. That last game he had, man, 14 for 14. They was finna start doing that Chris Paul stopper stuff, man, with that boy Alvarado. So I'm glad he showed him that. Yeah, I mean, life ain't that easy.
Or
Well, that's crazy that Memphis just knocked out Minnesota, but Minnesota definitely they're gonna be kicking themselves. They definitely dropped the ball.
Well, it's death.
Well, that's myself.
I mean, I did say Minnesota was going to lose in 6. I did say that though. Just saying. Hey, baby. I mean, again, I don't know if you was I don't know if y'all talked on this earlier. Well, I mean, I kind of heard y'all was speaking on it, but I want to ask your take on Lonzo, on the updates on everything like that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, man. I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, but I think it's sad, man. I was hoping that he was gonna make it back for this playoff run. I think that the thing that I've always said about Lonzo is I think he's the type of player that the longevity of his career and the amount of wins that he gets and the amount of times that he can make it deep runs into the playoffs will be what will solidify him as the hype that he had coming in. You know what I mean? So being on a team that was as good as it was this year, and for him not to be there and for them to go out in the first round, I think is going to hurt his legacy. So I'm hoping that he can, you know what I mean, recover, get back to it, and then like Steph Curry, I feel like Steph Curry at the beginning of his career seemed to be pretty injury prone with these knickknacks and ankles and all of that
Yep.
stuff, and then he got it all fixed, and then has been pretty solid for the rest of the way. So I'm hoping that that's the path Lonzo on. But yeah, I think that injury nagging him, man, keeping him out is bad timing, man, for the culture. Same way it was bad timing when he caught COVID after he was going, you know what I'm saying, scoring
On the
went on
All-Star run.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Some
mean,
folks
it was a lot of funny things with this season when it came to the whole squad. I feel like the Bulls organization didn't really understand what they had with Lonzo neither, and they kind of took him for granted. And now we in a situation where they basically all coming out, oh, we need Lonzo, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, that's a fact. I think that's across the board, man. There was a lot of folks who was trying to preach that they was gonna be better without him, or they got this guy on the bench, they got this guy on the bench. They don't even need him, and then you see that momentum that they had tapered off. You know what I mean? What he added to their depth and them to be able to get easy buckets meant more than I think even fans who were just tapped in watching realized at the moment.
I had an argument with somebody today at my job, and they were saying that Lonzo could never be a point guard like a Chris Paul. Do you feel like in timing he could end up in as a point guard? Because we're talking Lonzo's what 25, right? And Chris Paul is 37. So we saying what 12 years from now,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying?
I think their games is just so different, man. Chris Paul has kind of always been a guy who for one, like, can score at a high clip, right? Even I remember watching in high school where he scored like 57 points on the head for his granddad or something. You know what I mean? Like, he was a scorer, and then he's a dude who could facilitate the thing as well. I think where those two differ so much though is on the facilitation side is Lonzo is a pace player. He gonna kick it up. He just want you run, and he gonna get the ball to somebody who gonna get you the ball. You know what I mean? So it's like they do a different thing. When I hear people talk about Chris Paul, especially when he been on teams where people when they bumped heads, it's been because he's really good at controlling everything, having the ball in his hand, and giving and making the pass to the assist. Where Lonzo is the guy who will make the hockey assist and generate offense. You know what I mean? So I think
I do.
that's
So
that's what's going to be different.
I'll give you one more then. So would you compare Lonzo game to more so a Steve Nash or a Jason Kidd?
I would say probably a Jason Kidd. And I think the similarities is, folks really respected Jason Kidd on the defensive end as well, right? So that is also added to his status. It wasn't just that he was a flashy passer and all of that and could shoot the three, and with like Jason Kidd, he had to develop the three over time. Like Jason Kidd didn't come into the league They used to
Okay.
call him No Jason Kidd, and
No
then all of
J,
a sudden, yeah,
no JK, no
yeah,
K, no J. Yeah, I remember
yeah.
that.
And then he developed into like one of the premier 3-point shooters in the league. So I think that they have a similar trajectory, and so I think that's more of a comparison
I
than
mean, and Jason
anybody.
Kidd also got his ring at the like fair end
Yeah,
of his career too. You know what I mean? On the Dallas team that was, kind of built with veterans. So
yeah,
I definitely hear that part on that. And that's the trajectory I see for Lonzo as well. I honestly feel Lonzo would be a solid piece on the Bulls if the Bulls is willing to really kind of, not to say what LaMelo said, but give him the keys. And I feel like it would take Zach LaVine and DeRozan, if they're staying there, to also say, yeah, we need him to run. And I also agree that they need a new point guard. I mean, not a new point guard, a new head coach to for a new voice.
I think that's a hard thing, man, because they were playing decent basketball at one point, right? When they had all of those guys on the court. So it's hard to like say you gotta like shake up the organization a bit, you know. I think what's different about Lonzo at this situation, and as far as the keys go into LaMelo, is that he is on a team with on the offensive end. DeMar DeRozan is a better offensive player to me than Lonzo Ball is, right? Scorer, I should say. LaVine is a better scorer, as he can say, as you know, than Lonzo would be. So it's kind of one of those tough situations, because if you don't let them do their thing, then you don't maximize what they bring to the table. You
But
know,
I
so
feel like it could be a balance of all three though, because I personally feel with the pace that Lonzo's trying to run,
yeah,
maybe DeRozan can't keep up, but definitely Zach.
yeah,
And so then when you slow it down, because you can't run fast pace in the whole NBA for the whole 4 quarters, that's like, I don't think that's possible. The
yeah, not
only
for
team I
82
seen that
games.
the only one I seen that did something close to that was Phoenix, and that's when they had, Stoudemire, Joe Johnson. You had Roger Bell coming off the bench, Barbosa off the bench. Like they was well depth to run. You know what I mean? Like Barbosa nickname was the Blur. Like you know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
how fast he was. Like so they was a fast paced team, and they didn't care for getting their bigs in because Amari Stoudemire was eating off them pick and rolls. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So that's where I could see that Vucevic playing that somewhat of Amari role, not like, you know what I mean, like Amari,
yeah,
but somewhat, because he could do a lot more than Amari too. So, and I could see them winging it out, because nobody want to be able to stop them.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then when they lock up, you can't stop them because
yeah.
you got to guard 1-on-1. So like you can't double.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that they could play with a super fast pace, also because they got the depth in from guards, man. Right, this year they should have been playing so fast. If you think, you got Kobe White, you had Caruso, you had the boy Ayo, and you had Zoe. Like it should have just been, we just gonna run, and when people get tired, we're gonna bring in the next guard. You know what I mean? I think what the value add though for Lonzo, for a Zach LaVine and a DeMar DeRozan is he's going to get them easy points. So you watch DeRozan, he going got to give you this immaculate footwork. He got to get into his bag, mid-range jumper, and then he got to make shots that's like, damn, he an NBA player. Like that's an amazing shot to make. And with Zoe on the court, he's going to give DeMar DeRozan 8 points a game. That's just easy. You don't got to work for it, you know? And so I think that that's the advantage that he adds to it. But I think it is, to me, like important that you let DeMar DeRozan work. You know what I mean? You let Zach
I do.
LaVine
I
go to
agree.
work and have their moments, but you also got to be like, yo, when Zoe catch this board, y'all know that y'all got to run because we're gonna feed y'all first, you know. And
And one more take on this one, on the Ball brothers. If you could pick on a spot for Jello, which team you think is better, the Bulls or the Hornets or another team?
I think I think right now the Hornets is so like discombobulated that it would benefit them for having a guy like Jello on their squad because everybody knows what he does. You know what I mean? Like it would be nice for them to have a dude who we know if we need a 3-pointer, he gonna knock it down. Everybody on the court knows he's gonna run to the corner, he gonna stand at that 3-point line, he gonna move, he gonna slash every now and again. And I think with their team, they got so many guys who you look at a Miles Bridges. He might shoot a 3, he might drive to the basket, he might go to the, you know what I mean? He might initiate the offense. And I think that hurts them at times. They got so many cooks in the kitchen. So I think he would benefit from being the dude that everybody on that team knows. We get him the ball, he gonna knock that boy down. On the Bulls, I think that, you know, anybody could use a shooter, but it could help them, right? Because we talk about DeRozan and them. If they really got into a bag where they wanted to drive and kick it, he would be perfect for that situation, especially if you got Zoe and him out there knocking down threes. I just don't see them actually driving and kicking as much as they probably could, you know what I mean, to utilize him at his full potential. So I say that the Charlotte Hornets would be the move for him.
All right, I agree too. I feel like the Hornets should definitely, especially with them already now getting rid of the coach, and then probably going with a new face. I think this should be the perfect gateway for him to come in now. I mean, I don't see why not, honestly. So it's just, like I said, all ever since the season's over, we just gotta wait and see. But
you know what, I will add too, man. The one of the things that made me lean towards the Bulls is I remember when Zion first joined that Pelicans team, right? When he got in there, first got on the court with Zoe and them. Zoe was looking for him to get him the ball. You know what I mean? Like that's why their chemistry got to be where it was, because Zoe was like, yo, he's hot right now. Let me find him, right? And so because he's not looking for his own shot most of the time, I think that he might be somebody who would find Jello more often than I think LaMelo would, right? LaMelo might get it to him in the flow of the offense, catch him with a fancy pass, but I think Zoe is the type who gonna hunt you down to get you that rock, man, if you hot. So that would be possibly why I think there'd be an edge to the Bulls, man. But the dude could hoop, man. He could shoot, man. So any team in the league could use that.
And that's one take that I always say too, that people always chew me up about, that LaMelo is not better than Lonzo, but it's like little things like that right there is why I feel like Lonzo still have that edge over him, because Lonzo, of course he's older, right, and all of that. He's been playing longer, and he's been in those situations that LaMelo haven't been in yet. Like LaMelo, in my opinion, haven't been tested yet. I feel like Lonzo's been tested more than LaMelo. You agree with that?
Nah, facts. Lonzo. Well, shoot, I don't know, man, because the road that LaMelo been on is one like nobody else, right? You think about Zoe, his pre-NBA biggest competition was, you know, NCAA, UCLA, blue blood, pretty good players. They go into the tournament, and you know, he play against a bunch of dudes who go on to play in the NBA and be pretty good. But he still was on the squad that for most of the games that you play, you know what I mean, you either on par or you're not an underdog, right? UCLA, for most of they schedule, you know what I mean, you expect them to be able to win historically. Whereas I think the thing that LaMelo probably got from his journey is he seemed like he always was on these teams where he was playing from behind.
Right.
And even when in that position, he was playing from a space where the person in charge was making him earn it. You
Yeah.
know, so I think he might be a little bit more resilient at times just because he done been through a path that that requires him to not only be able to block out the external noise of off the court, you know what I mean, and but then also like be able to channel that in hope on the court. Because LaMelo, man, everybody wanted, the media was expecting him to fail at every stop, and he exceeded
Yeah.
expectations at every stop. And despite them trying to cast him aside, he kept like putting himself back into position. Zoe, I think, was like in a weird space where they expected him to be so great. You know what I mean? Like it kind of was counterproductive because then they turned on him, you know, and so he trying to battle back and earn back a lot of the
The
kind of
backlash
cash,
and everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
the cachet that he had, right? Everybody went
Yeah.
at one point he was supposed to be the face of the Lakers and was supposed to be a Hall of Famer, and now people debating on whether or not he a bust or not, right? Where LaMelo was supposed to not even be in the league, and now folks is debating on whether or not he a superstar, right? So they trajectory is just are so different, man. But I think
But do you guys finish.
no,
My fault.
so I was gonna say, I say all that to say, to me, I think that LaMelo's game in today's NBA is more suited because people want to see you score, they want to see you get assists, and they want to see you do something else that ain't nobody ever saw. And so that's what he brings to the table every night. You know what I mean? His ability to rebound, assist, and score. Where I think Zoe is so traditional that, like I said, I think his legacy will be determined by the totality of his career.
I feel you on that one though. I feel at the end of it, they both want to be Hall of Famers. They're gonna go down in history, Hall of Famers, just like the Mannings did for football. Jello gonna be there too, and we're gonna these next, to me, in my own opinion, these next 10 years is gonna be amazing for the NBA because especially if everyone stay healthy, you're not going to be able to stop it because like if you even watch the growth just with his sneakers, I mean the Pumas, like the Puma world, like that's different. I mean, like I said in the first video, if you peeped it with Ball Facts, you know what's up because you know what's up offhand. Like they only had 6 pairs with the first sneakers. Now it was no lines. Now we got lines wrapped around the corner. You know, so they're waking up. You only could, you know what I mean, try to hide it or try to like deny what's happening, but it's right there in front of your eyes. Like this guy like he's everywhere. He's literally everywhere. He got drinks now. You know what I mean? He's everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. He is everywhere, and to me, it's wild that like they would even try to, you know, like if you look at the trajectory of his career, just from being what he was in high school, it's wild to me that they tried to hide it or they tried not to acknowledge it for as long as they did, right? Or that folks are surprised that he's having the success that he's had, right? If you really tapped in and watch his career, you would see that like, yo, this dude doing something different, and for some reason, um, they just kind of shunned every moment, and then until he just kept like force feeding folks.
And that's why I feel like with that interview, that post interview was needed because I feel like it was needed for him to say. And I don't know him personally, but I'm speaking on the Leo side because I'm a Leo too. And I felt like he was just fed up and he had to speak his mind and let them know, like, yo, bro, y'all gotta stop playing with me because I'm really that guy. Like y'all playing with me now. Like I need my number, and I need y'all made promises to me. Like that's just real, bro. You could see that, like that. You could see all that frustration throughout the season. Like you could see it, and you could tell that coach was not for him. You know, and if it's higher up, right? The coach took the fall now, so now y'all can't keep the same energy. Y'all have to change, because if y'all don't, the world the world is watching. And as a Hornet organization, they didn't do good with Kimba. They didn't do good with Kimba. They didn't build no winning team around Kimba Walker. And that was a marquee guy. He won in college. He won a championship in college.
Yeah.
So what's that? You know what I mean? They brought his teammate Jeremy Lamb there, but they didn't build nothing. You know what I mean? Real. Cody, they go for whatever player is winning in college. That's why they wanted Wiseman or Anthony Edwards over LaMelo. They didn't know what LaMelo was doing, but they should have been paying attention. That's scouting report. That's scouting problem. They messed up. They were supposed to know that this guy was going to be what he is now.
Yeah.
Dante Graham wasn't even drafted.
Yep.
Like, how does he start over your third pick? It don't make no sense. How Book Knight get no burn? Book Knight get no burn in Brooklyn. He's the guy. We can't wait to watch him during Dykeman in the summer if he comes out and play Rucker Park. You know how it is in basketball out here in New York. We can't wait to see Book Knight.
Oh boy, yeah, he gonna pull up. Man, you know what it is? I think that folks knew what was going on, or they intentionally tried not to see what was happening with LaMelo, right? It's all agenda based, and not to be a conspiracy theorist, but the reality for most of the LaMelo situation is what he was doing was challenging the norms, right?
Yeah.
So it's common sense. If you just think about the JBA league, right? At that time when LaMelo played in that league, he was 16 years old. If you did any due diligence about the majority of the players who played in that league, like most of them were 18, 19, 20, maybe 21, 22, right? And a lot of those guys were college basketball, at least prospects, right? And some of them D1 had played D1 and went to had played some sense of like organized basketball. It wasn't a
They
lot of
had more
guys in there.
experienced basketball than LaMelo.
Then much more than LaMelo, and then much more than if he would have played a high school team, right? What he was going up against in that league compared to what he would have went up against in high school was night and day. Like, it wasn't the grown men of the Euro League and all of that stuff, but it wasn't any little boys. When you watch Zion in high school and you saw some of the like little kids who was guarding him, somehow they were still able to say, you know what, despite how small these kids is he's going against, he's still ultra talented, right? We still know what he can do. He could have came out of high school and would have been the number one pick. So for somebody to be able to watch one of those JBA games and then act as if the talent level is the reason why LaMelo was playing so good, it says that y'all was doing that on purpose. You know what I mean? If you could watch Zion versus a 14-year-old and be like, man, I can't believe he that good, and you should have been able to watch LaMelo versus a 22, 23-year-old who just left the University of Texas El Paso, or just left Ole Miss, or just left you know what I mean, all of these different places. It's
there. It's just there for people to do their research if they really want to do the research on it. And that's why I say with that, you go back to blaming the scouting. Like, we all knew Minnesota, they didn't draft. They did well in their draft, so we can't really fault Minnesota, right? But we looking at Wiseman. He's injured now. They're not even he's not even a factor on the Warriors. And they were their number 2 pick. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you like, and then if, like I say with the Lonzo thing, the number 1 pick was Markelle Fultz. Where is he at? Everybody beating down on Lonzo. Well, what happened to the number 1 pick?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like, don't, you know what I mean? So this is like, come on. You think Philly, y'all don't need Lonzo over there right now? Y'all think, look what happened with that. Come on.
Yeah. It's like my man Whack 100 said, they selective politicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that is.
They hold certain people to a high standard, and then other folks you get a pass. But,
Mhm. My biggest take is, like I say, the Hornets played Caleb Martin and Cody Martin on the same team, but yet LaMelo and his brother couldn't play on the same team. And you trying to tell me that they're not better than those two brothers? No disrespect to the Martin brothers, but I'm just saying, if if the narrative this time last year going into the summer, right? Oh, Jello is he's killing in practice. He's killing. Oh, they play together. They killing. These is what they were saying before, you know what I mean? So y'all led us to believe that. And then y'all just used him to sell G League tickets. Like, come on, man. I was
man, I
whack.
think the Jello situation is one that sucks, man. But I'm hoping that it's a long-term thing, right? So there are a lot of guys who come into the G League similar to how he came in, right? Not many who get an opportunity to practice with a team over the summer, cook, and then get invited to their summer league team. That's a one-on-one experience, I would believe. Outside of a few, right? There's other guys who get their brothers in, but for him to have success in those practices, people be like, "Yo, he could hoop." Then to bring him into the summer league and be like, "Wait, it's valid. Like he's a real hooper." And then for him to kind of get the minutes that he did, what I'm hoping is they're preparing him for like an NBA career, right?
Yeah, I
And
agree.
because I think it would have been nice to have those moments. But if he comes back to that team next year and then is treated like a veteran, and then those opportunities that they gave to guys who have been in that organization for a year or so, kind of fell to him. To me, that would be like, all right, it was worth that experience of being with the squad and playing your position
And
for a
you're saying
while.
I'm just saying for content. You're saying like he come back to the squad, meaning back to the Swarms, going to Swarms one more year on the Swarms to
Yeah.
then to play now, like, oh, they're gonna play him like a veteran, so they'll be playing him like the way how they was playing Scott who was there
Yeah,
that was
like
playing a lot of the minutes.
some of their like
I
two-way
forgot the guy
guys.
that,
Yeah.
I forgot their names, but
Crutcher got a decent amount of minutes.
I
Scotty
forgot the dude.
Lewis.
Yeah, Scotty Lewis. I didn't want to say his name wrong, but yeah, that's the name.
Mhm.
Scotty Lewis has been a lot of the minutes, and I was just
Yeah.
like, what the hell is going on here?
Scotty Lewis.
Yeah. I feel like if they give him that kind of shot, man, it'll be
It would have been worth
yeah,
it then, yeah.
it'll been worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To then see how they build their team, to see like how they playing, to then possibly get a call up throughout the season. If if it was, whatever, I could see that. That would be worth it, yeah. Well, do you now, not to do no spoiler alerts or anything like that, but can you see them all playing this summer possibly together if everyone's healthy, or you think Lonzo is just gonna be full
Yeah. I think
trying to
that
get healthy?
that's the tough part, man, is Lonzo, right? I think part of the narrative for him and some of the seasons that he had that were not as great was that he spent the off season trying to rehab and get back. So I think that this will probably be one of those off seasons where he's trying to rehab and be able to start the season at full go. So I would imagine that at some point, if he's healthy, like in order to be A1, he would be ramped up and running. However, I can tell you that I just did a video about it where they are building like a full gym on the
Oh
I
yeah,
saw
I
that. That
peeped
was
that. Yeah, I
crazy.
saw that. Yeah, that was
Mhm.
beautiful. I saw that.
on
That was beautiful.
on at their house. So
Yeah,
all of them dudes could hoop and run together, right?
I like
I
the studio though. The studio was dope too. Shout out to them that they could do their music and stuff.
Yeah,
But go
it's
ahead, my
clutch.
fault, bro.
But so I said that's it, right? I think that one of the funny things I didn't get to talk about in that video, but as I was asking LeVar, I was like, "Hey, so y'all probably could, you can have some tournaments in here. You can have some whoops and all of that. Like, people pull up and one of the stipulations he was saying that they gave him to be able to put that in right there was that they couldn't have like, he couldn't start a league and have them playing out of the backyard of his house. You know what I mean? So I think that there'll be some private runs and all of that stuff that'll happen there.
Yeah, of course.
And they'll be able to, think about NBA players love LeVar, right? So if
Facts.
LaMelo, Zoe, and Jello invite, you know what I mean, some of these
They
young
friends, yeah.
hoopers, to come out here
Your
to
Mal Bridges, your Terry Roziers, your
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozans, your
Yep.
Zach Levines, just
Yep.
because we all in Cali. Why not? Yeah, we gonna have
exactly
fun.
pull up, come out here. It's
Big
a
O,
state of the art
Trey Young,
facility.
come, yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna go down. Whether or not we get footage of it, who knows? I can't tell
Of
you
course.
that. And this was
You gonna get the footage for us, AB. You know you gonna do something
hey, if
for
I
us.
if I can, I'll definitely be out there.
You know you gonna bless us, man. You gonna bless us. You or Flight Sports, one of y'all gonna bless us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
1,000% would love to do that.
That's facts.
But
good
it'll
work.
be interesting. You'll see it,
It will
man.
definitely be interesting.
Last summer, allegedly there was supposed to be like a team up, you know what I mean, of the Ball brothers in a way that was supposed to be epic and jaw dropping. That didn't happen. But so hopefully it happened this summer. That'd be something special.
No, that's facts. Should I just drop the video just now? Yeah, go check that out.
You did, Flight?
Yeah,
You
it's
dropped
out.
the video?
It's out.
Man, so you know what? I
Hey,
think
working.
it's only right that I open up this box thing.
Yeah, guys, check it out because it's there.
Yeah,
We can let
let
them
me
know because
know.
it's crazy that we can talk about everything now because Belize he pretty much inspired this video. He's actually featured in the video. If you check it out, he's got a whole couple of minutes, like 3 minutes of talking, on camera. Today the NB1 Galaxies dropped today. He had New York City was in a frenzy. It's just crazy.
Oh, it's a card.
Oh,
You got a card.
Okay?
You got a card.
What's something else?
I'm gonna leave that there.
Look like
We
it
was
might be
talking
a
about
little
that.
picture in there.
Yeah.
Hey, come on now, give it all to us. Don't hold back now.
I gotta give you everything. Hold on. You hold this for me, Unc? Hold that for me right there. Just let me So this is what we got. Remember, this is a friend that we met at a fish concert, man. Shout out to Madison Square Garden. I don't want to mess it up. Mess up the paper. Hold on, let me use the scissors. Sorry, guys. Flowers.
What the hell is that?
He say some girl gave him some flowers.
Send me some flowers to the crib.
That's crazy.
Flight Sport exclusive. So yeah, we dropped a new vid on Flight, and we got some roses for the occasion, I guess.
What the hell is that?
No, this is a case.
What is that? What are you about to light up a sage?
Nah, this is Flight. You gotta watch back on the vid. We was talking about it earlier. Yeah.
Okay, that's
That's
clean.
it right there. That's the gift. I don't know what this is. I guess it's the other bottom part to it.
We want to see the card, man.
Oh, we want to see the
Right,
card?
right, the picture, man.
You want to see
That's
the
what
card?
the that's in the car. Are we already?
What's that from Puma?
No,
Nah.
this
This is the card, man.
is.
That's all it is. It's
You
nothing.
don't know.
No note, bro.
Now the front of it shows you
Let me see.
how much the flowers can grow.
It says thanks for the order. So look, right? She called me Spike Louie. That was the name she gave me, and she really sent it Spike Louie.
Oh,
But yeah, nothing else, bro. I can't even thank her.
man.
I can't even thank her, bro. But
She wants
yeah,
you to find her, man. She wants you to figure out who she is.
You
I'm
gotta
gonna
do
have to
some
go to the next
internet
Fish concert or
investigating.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the next Fish concert or something. But yeah, that's that. But yeah, that's nice though, man. Shout out to her though. Shout out to her. I mean, you know, and there's that. Wow. I never got flowers before, man. That's crazy. Well, come on, Flight. Tell me about this video, man.
Yeah,
Flight? Or should I just talk about it? But yeah, it was a crazy experience out there, man. Like, so basically it was lines crazy, people jumping out of taxis, people pulling up on motorbikes, people pulling up on bikes, lines wrapped around the corner. People got, you know, those Uber Eats type bags, filled up with the sneakers, filled up. Everybody going crazy. The Puma store only had 10 pairs of size 15s. All of them was gone in the, like first 10, 15 minutes.
Size
Everybody,
15?
yeah.
They sold out on size 15s? That's a movie.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy out there. Like, it was crazy out there. Like, they outside literally on their phone on StockX sending, like, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. They had, like, kicked for days. You know, they was only allowing you to buy 2 pair at a time. People jumping back on the line, you know what I mean? People skipping the line. It was crazy out there.
Oh, I see. So this video Flight just put out, this is like live on the strip.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
My dog here got an IKEA bag. Damn, they got big Aussies. They ready to just lock it. Yeah.
Yeah. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
AB, I mean, you know what I mean? If you want to, you know what I mean, do a nice recap review on that, me and Flight I think will appreciate that, you know? I think it'll be cool to talk about that, because I'm telling you, man, this is crazy, man. They changing the time, bro. They changed the time when they open up now. Like, LaMelo doing big things, bro. Like, like the growth. If like I said, if people was following the NBO one, you know what I mean, the growth, like, in the beginning was no lines. There was no. I was trying to get people to buy the sneakers. You know what I mean? To now where it's like it's wrapped around the corner, bro. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
And remember, this is like within the first pair dropping in December. Like, we're not even 6 months in.
Yeah. It's a movie. It's a movie, man.
You talk about, like, you know what I mean? Jordan when they first dropped, and you know what I mean? Yeezys when they first dropped, and you know how you think these years to come. This is the same thing. Same thing. You see, you got your little one, I got my little one. They gonna be our age talking about MBO1 or MB, whatever number they decide to go on, right? But they gonna remember them old ones, and if they re-dropping them, you know what I mean? His career is, man, they not woke, man. This is crazy. But what I saw out there was different. Like I said, I saw it where there was nobody on the lines, man, to where it's like it's wrapped around the corners. People is overloading. These guys, like on StockX, on Flight Club, they sending the kicks in like it's crazy. Yeah. It reminded me of the old days, back in the old days, for the, you know what I mean, for the Jays and stuff like that, when we used to camp outside and all that. I don't know, you know, those are the good old days to me. All of this new stuff where you gotta, you know, download an app and wait on like a reserve to get a ticket.
Grabbing all them
whack,
shoes,
man.
bro.
Yeah, that's whack. I love it like this. Where's that fever where they running outside to get the kicks? Like, yeah, fun.
Yeah.
Worth the experience. I came out there at 8:30 in the morning. I went and dropped my daughter off first, dropped off at school, went out there, just to go, I already knew what it was. I already knew what it was gonna hit for. So, I had my man Flight in the morning. He was like, I'm at work. I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna just send you some content, man. Appreciate it.
I like to see Melo and Jordan collab do a shoot, man. That's possible. I think that should be fly.
I'm on the Puma website now, and this is the first collection. They do release the shoes with the clothes with it.
Yeah.
And this one, the
first
clothes that they
sale.
released is hard with these. You know what I'm saying? With the space joints, I might have to cop me a whole fit.
Yo, because you seen the space sweater, right? All right.
Yeah,
so look, AB. Don't
crazy.
steal my. Well, no. I'm not gonna say don't steal it because you can hide the drip, right? Because this how I'm. You rock that one, right? With the purple ones though, fire. Yeah. You see it? The purple ones, fire. That's how you already in the bag, the red shorts in the bag, like you feel me? Yeah. Yeah. That's how you rock those though.
I'm gonna tell you how Puma be fumbling the bag though, man. I'm looking at on the web. Well, I guess maybe not, but I'm looking at the website, and the dude who got on all of the new Puma gear ain't wearing the Melos. Like he got all of the new, like they got the model on here.
Yeah.
With all of the
they don't. Yeah. But he don't got the sneakers on.
He don't got the sneakers on. He got some other Pumas on.
Oh, that's whack.
Like
see, what they're trying to do is they trying to promote they sneakers too. You feel me? Because remember, like I said, it's a collab with Puma hoops.
Yeah.
But look, I'm gonna show y'all the kicks real quick on the camera.
Oh, you
real
got
quick.
them. That's right. You bought them. Dang. Yeah.
Let me show y'all real quick how they look and stuff again. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I hate to spend all of this money, but I might have to do it.
Nah, I feel you, bro. I hate it too, bro. But I gotta support my young bull, bro. We did it for the Jays and all that, so it's only right. Flight. You get a chance. Okay.
Yo, also another thing I just noticed, if you look at the model, it's the dude from The Bachelorette. Like the Bachelor in Paris. Y'all watch that at all?
Nah.
It's random
Flight,
as hell.
when you get a chance, you can switch the camera for me.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, good looking, bro.
Okay, yeah.
So, like I was saying though, like these is cool, right? I love this part right here. The fact that we got the two laces to play with them. That's always clutch. But this is always my pet peeve, man. Like, that's not cool, bro. Where's my rail? You gotta let them know. Like this, gotta change, Melo. You gotta fix that. You gotta fix that.
Like it ain't translucent where you can see the rare on the bottom.
Nah, it's not there, period.
Yeah, I see.
You didn't put those on the Rick and Morty's neither. You feel me?
You got the Rick and Morty's?
Come on, AB.
He got all of them.
Come on, AB.
Come
on, AB.
I ain't get the Rick and Morty's, man.
Come on.
Look, I didn't realize they was gonna be as hyped as they was, but I didn't get them because it was
but look,
a two-tone. I was like, man, I can't wear no two-tone sneakers.
Yeah, you're not from Harlem, that's why I understand.
Yeah.
But this right here though, he ain't do the laces for baby girl though.
The double joints.
Yeah, he ain't give the laces for her though. So it's kind of whack.
So it came with 3 pairs of laces, the pink ones in there, green ones, and then was that black ones?
And the blue, navy blue. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
Yo.
I see you at the airport with Shine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shine.
Yeah, you know, that's the big homie. That's the big homie.
Belize, right?
Yeah, you know, that's you know, you can speak on that little, you know how we do it. That's you know, Sean about to be prime minister in 2025. If you don't know, you know, if y'all ain't listened to that Pusha T album, you know, they was, you know, kind of putting that already in existence. So you know, yeah, Sean's the man though. He the man. Vote UDP, all my Belizeans. Yeah. What's up with the game? How that game ended?
Memphis won.
Oh, so that's done.
Is there any basketball on tomorrow?
I think we starting maybe up next rounds, right?
I don't
Should
know.
we start round 2 soon?
Yeah,
Any predictions?
Done.
So now that we got all the teams locked in, what we looking at with these Celtics and the Milwaukee series?
I'm looking at tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow kick off round 2.
Yeah, who y'all think got that series though? That Milwaukee and the Celtics.
Shit, the Bucks they lost Middleton.
So you think they can't hold out? You don't think they can hold the Celtics without Middleton?
Yep.
The defending champs? Nah, I
They got
disagree.
Boston.
I think I got Milwaukee in 7. Middleton will be back.
You got teamwork in the building. It was good teamwork.
Let's go, Flight. Shout out to Flight Sports TV. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the chat. Good,
Yeah. Salute.
What y'all talking about? The word.
Guy, ask him the question, Belize, because that's his team. One of his teams.
So yeah, I was trying to check in with the early predictions on the Celtics and the Bucks.
No Middleton.
Boston with the sweep again. Fuck it.
Oh yeah.
Oh nah, that's spicy talks.
Boston with the sweep. Giannis, they got too much D for that team.
Pause.
Yeah,
Pause.
They got too much defense. They got too much defense for that team. Set that shit,
I agree with
word.
you. And I agree. And without Chris Middleton, they're in trouble.
Yeah,
I think you put Giannis on the island now. He by himself.
Drew Holiday is going to end the game with like 6 points.
Wow. Somebody got to stop that.
I'm not even really worried about Portis.
Nah,
And this, what's this other dude name?
Grayson Allen.
Yeah, Grayson Allen.
Yeah, he got hurt somebody. Yeah, he tough. He'll do something dirty.
And I don't really see them shutting down Tatum. So, yeah, Boston with the sweep.
Yeah, Boston is playing at a high level. You said Boston with the sweep.
Boston at 5. I see the Bucks getting no W though. I'm not going. Let me not toot the horn. You know, too crazy. But they definitely going to get the W.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Boston winning that series. That's gonna be good one. I'm trying to think what's the other matchup.
Minnesota choked tonight. Minnesota was supposed to win that game.
Yeah, we was watching that. That was some bullshit.
Yeah, you know what? They lost because of Cat. Cat didn't step up like how he was supposed to.
Yeah,
pardon self panel. I'm about to get up out of here. My battery's on 10. About to get up out of here real quick, but I'm tapping with you guys if anything later on tonight. All right, guys.
I don't know if we'll be here, but we appreciate you.
Nah, you already know.
Tomorrow we're gonna rack out. I gotta go to work tomorrow, so
all right.
But tomorrow I work Sunday, so we're gonna run a whole lot longer tomorrow night.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna check in on the games tomorrow. For everything else, though, peace and love to the panel, and tap in with y'all later.
All right. Shit, I'm gonna miss game. Shit, I'm gonna miss game
All right,
1.
bro.
That's bullshit. I gotta go. I'm gonna be at work.
That's not till Sunday, Flight.
No, hell no. Tomorrow. Oh, you right. It
No,
is
they
Sunday.
play
I'm
Sunday.
tripping.
Yeah, Sunday,
I'm tripping. Y'all looked at my phone to say tomorrow. I'm thinking it's tomorrow. It's 12 o'clock.
Hey,
I'm
but
tripping.
Flight, man, I'm about to hop off here too, man.
all right,
Appreciate
AB.
you letting me come through, man.
No problem. Anytime.
I was watching the video, you know what I'm saying, that you dropped. It's kind of in the background, man. So that's dope, man. That's dope. Exclusive look. You know what I mean, of that mayhem that was happening in New York City, man. Shout out.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Y'all go check that out. Appreciate you, AB. Take it easy.
For sure, man.
Later,
Appreciate
AB.
you. Peace.
Yeah, man, that's definitely. We was just sitting there cooking out. Shit,
Yeah.
I gotta stop, bro.
No, I was saying to penny back what Scene Work was saying. Yeah, I think the Bucks might have their hands full with that Celtics, bro. If they was able to do that with KD, bro, I'm just curious to see what they can do with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've been doing that with every team, though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a big play, like a scorer like Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? You know, him being quote unquote somewhat 7 feet. I'm just curious to see what they can do with Giannis.
Yeah, that was crazy what they did to Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
Did they quit?
Yeah, I had the Celtics losing to the Nets. That just shocked the shit out of me, bro.
Everybody had them losing.
But I will say, if they had Ben Simmons, that wouldn't have happened.
Me.
If
Like,
they had Ben, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I think. Did you say?
No, he
boy.
did. He did. He was rocking out the Celtics. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying I was tight that Brooklyn is playing the Celtics in the first round. They're gonna lose.
Yeah. I think I do remember that, man. It's crazy.
Dex was saying that Brooklyn was gonna beat Boston, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, you was definitely high on the Boston.
Shit, would nobody expect to get?
You was talking about Brown and Tatum
like
before
that,
they went on their run. They really caught fire at the end of the season.
Yeah.
They turned it around. They turned it around quick too. It was looking
Second half,
spooky.
really.
Yeah.
It was looking real spooky for them.
Shit, the Bulls was at the top of the seasons in the beginning.
Yeah, but shit, Chicago, man, always getting hit with that injury bug, man. I told you, I think Chicago might be cursed or something, man.
Yeah.
Now I see a better run coming for them next year.
I mean, I know it's gonna be a run, but you know, me being a Chicago fan is just every Chicago fan to tell you that Chicago always get hit with the injury bug. That's nothing. Every year, it's always an injury. You know, and then you know what's funny about it was Zach LaVine. He got to be out for COVID protocol. The same thing that happened last year that stopped us from making it to the play-in. That's crazy.
Fucking Sixers got it the worst right now, though.
Yeah, it might be over with for them. They gonna miss Joel Embiid.
They ain't gonna be able to close out that series. Man, listen, Joel
Who they
Embiid,
play
he
again?
gonna cry in the car.
Who they play again?
Crying.
Forget.
They playing Toronto. They playing Toronto.
Oh damn! I thought they finished them. I thought they finished Toronto off.
Nah, they didn't. They never finished
No,
them all.
I think they did.
Negative, bro.
So you telling me the series is tied?
Let me see. Hold on. I know I'm not.
I think all the series are done, ain't they?
No, they play the Miami Heat.
Word?
Yeah, they play the Miami Heat Monday.
Yeah. It's Miami or Philly, right?
So that was yesterday.
Man, Miami gonna sweep it.
Miami, I don't know. I think that might. If
There's
James
no
Harden,
Embiid.
Oh yeah,
if
yeah.
James
You're right.
Harden,
They do play.
wait, who they backup center? Man, I don't remember. Hold on.
Man, they finished.
I don't know
It's
about
DeAndre
that.
Jordan, I think.
Oh no,
Yeah, I was
they
fucking
might be
asleep
in
yesterday.
trouble. Yeah, they might be in
Missed
trouble.
everything yesterday.
You know what? They would have had a chance if they kept Andre Drummond. They would have had a chance.
Probably.
Yeah, Yeah, they gonna look back and realize they
Just
gave
think
up.
about
They gave up too much.
Memphis and Golden State.
I got Golden State winning.
Man, you got call it. What are y'all here crying?
Who? Karl Anthony Towns?
Yeah.
Shit,
Man,
you need to because he had it right there. They had him. They had him beat. They shouldn't have lost to that team.
What?
There's something wrong with him. He don't want to play like a center.
And like I said, that's all these centers, man. That's shoot. There's only about 3 or 4 centers that play like centers out here. All on want to play like guards and shoot like Curry, you know. And that's sad, bro, man. I want to see these centers get busy up in the paint, man. You know.
Right.
You know, too bad after Embiid, it's over with, fam. We probably won't even see that again.
So what? Embiid ain't out for the rest of the playoffs, though, right?
Nah, he gonna be out, bro. He got some type of serious eye injury.
Oh man.
He out indefinitely, bro.
That's crazy.
Shoot, forget 15 minutes a game, man. 5 minutes. That boy is trash.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, yep, they can hang it up. So now I'm wondering if James Harden gonna run it back. 'Cause James Harden gonna be a free agent, right?
I think so.
Yeah, see, I can't even tell you he gonna re-up with them boys. He might screw them over. Damn, what man? That'd be a spit in the face if he signed someplace else.
You already know what it is. LaMelo Ball.
That'd be a straight spit in the face.
And what?
You breaking up teamwork? Probably gotta wait.
Oh, my fault. Nah. I said I doubt it. I said I doubt it if he signed with somebody else. You hear me? I'm on a bridge.
Yeah,
right
I get you.
now.
I don't know. Like I said, bro, I don't know, man, cause he unpredictable. I think somebody scraped him in the eye, Jessica, and they messed his eye up. Happened during the Toronto game, of course. So yeah, that's something serious. He can make it worse. So he's out. So Harden gonna have to carry the load, and
You ain't lying. Somebody said, "Who the hell is this guy, Desmond? Is he a quarterback?" I mean, I'm looking at NFL shit and said the Falcons just picked up a quarterback. I'm just looking at what's going on. But otherwise, shit, everything good. What y'all got going on?
shit, everything Gucci on my end, chilling, get ready to eat.
Yeah, we're about to get ready to shut down. We're gonna pull back up tomorrow. We had a hell of a show. I started the show a little late, but like I said, it is what it is. Tomorrow we're back out. What'd you say?
Oh, I was just telling Jessica she welcome because she didn't know what happened with him, Joel Embiid. My fault. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, he had something with the orbital.
Yeah, out indefinitely. So yeah, it's over with for them cats.
Yeah, it's over. So all right, y'all go take it easy, man. We're about to get up out of here, man.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
One.
Later.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.